Lord. At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
It's What's Trending with Junkanoo Swain and the Bahama Beauty. At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now. Hey everyone, it's Monday, September 22nd, and you're watching What's Trending. I'm Junkanoo Swain, and tonight we've got the hottest trends, the latest news, and yes, we're diving into the serious conversations that matter. So buckle up, get ready, and let's jump straight into What's Trending. Digital money designed for island life, but how well do you really know it? Today, we're exploring Sand Dollar, the Bahamas' own digital currency, ease, accessibility, security, and the future of spending, all on the table. Plus, what happens when fashion becomes a force for good? Every year, Bahari launches its breast cancer awareness collection, and it's more than just style. Through their partnership with Sister breast cancer support groups, proceeds go directly to support cancer survivors across the Bahamas. Purpose-driven, designed, real impact, one piece at a time. Lastly, the tea is hot, the shade is real, social media is buzzing, and we're spilling every drop. Stay tuned. It's about to get juicy in What's the Buzz. There's more of What's Trending right after the break.
Get this straight to our new sales and marketing office, Centerville House, 5th floor, ASAP.
New sales and marketing office, Centerville House, 5th floor, quick.
New sales and marketing office in Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West, 5th floor, on my way.
Sales and Marketing Office, Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West, 5th floor.
You could have caught a ride with me. We're only a block away from ZNS.
ZNS Sales and Marketing has moved to the 5th floor, Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West. For more information, call 502-3800.
Launched by the Central Bank of the Bahamas, Sand Dollar is the world's first fully operational central bank digital currency born right here at home. But many Bahamians still have questions. What is it? How do you use it? Is it safe? And how can it make life easier for both consumers and businesses? Today on What's Trending, we're getting the answers straight from the experts. Joining us are Kenyoka Gibson, Assistant Manager, and Aaron Chase, Senior Officer from the Digital Currency Adoption Office. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Thank you, Junkanoo.
It's great to have you here with us. So I guess I'm going to start with you, Aaron. Tell us what exactly is Sand Dollar and why was it created?
So Sand Dollar is the digital currency of the Bahamas. Effectively what it is the digital version of the cash that you're carrying around in your wallet. And so the purpose of it is to make sure that persons and individuals always have an opportunity to transact, that there won't be any lack of transactions, either person to person or person to business. It'll always just provide an opportunity for persons to make sure that they can still handle.
So whatever they need to do, because sometimes you go and you maybe forget, I don't have no cash, but if you have that digital currency there, you could say, hey, this is something that I can make a purchase with. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So how do people actually use it then, and is it easy to sign up for? you?
So it's very easy to use and sign up for. All you would need to do is access the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and then select one of our digital wallet providers. We have 7 of them that you can just decide who you would like to get a wallet with. And once you download their digital wallet, it takes about 5 minutes, and you just sign up with your name, your email, your phone number, and then you will get a custom address that is unique to you. So once you get it, then the question is, how do we load the wallet, right?
That is the question, and then if you want to fill that part, and then we'll get into how businesses can get a part of it. But how do you load the wallet?
Okay, for sure. So you load the wallet in multiple ways. You can first connect your bank account to it. Because it has a unique address, you can send monies directly from any bank account straight to your digital wallet. And you also have the opportunity to send it from your digital wallet back to your bank account. So that's another benefit. You can load it by using one of the kiosks around the country. So on every island there is a $1 enabled kiosk where you can load your digital wallet, or you can just go and ask a local merchant, hey, I need to top up my $1 wallet. Can you please load it up for me?
Okay, that sounds fairly easy. And how can businesses get on board now that we know how to load it up? And I'm sure it's not just for consumers.
No, of course not. So we definitely want to make sure that our businesses increase its financial access and inclusion of its customers as well. So for businesses to sign up, there's a special account that you would sign up with your digital wallet provider. So you will contact them directly and say, hey, I'm interested in a merchant account. How can I get signed up? And then you complete the basic KYC requirements, and then most likely within a week's time or less, you'll be able to have a merchant wallet. And that comes with a lot of benefits to our businesses, especially on the outer islands.
And in terms of consumers, am I able to transfer funds from the $1 to my bank account? How would that work?
Yes. So the $1 digital wallet has unique ID, a unique address. So you would then find that code that is provided to you once you open up your digital wallet. And it's easy as just adding another transpient or recipient in your commercial bank on your current digital banking platform.
Okay.
So you just enter the name of the bank, which is the Central Bank of the Bahamas, the branch, which is the $1 branch, and your unique code, and that is how you'll be able to add your bank account.
We also have a step-by-step tutorial on our YouTube channel as well, $1.BS. So persons are welcome to look at that as a resource too.
Yeah, I guess people want to know, like you say, it's easy, so I want to have all the information one time.
Yes.
And so what then are some of the biggest benefits of using $1?
Yes.
So I would say one of the biggest benefits, or the biggest benefit, is instant settlement. So as soon as a transaction is made, you'll receive it. Both parties will be notified as well that the transaction was sent or the transaction was received. And so that's a big benefit, or the biggest benefit, I think, of
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially for the persons on the outer islands, because access to cash is very hard, to say the least. So if everyone within the community is accepting and receiving $1, it makes it easier to transact, essentially.
And obviously the next question is, people want to know where you would spend the $1. Is it accepted everywhere, or where are some of the key places that you can use it?
So we have over 2,000 merchants around the country, and that's with merchant accounts, right? But we do also have businesses that accept it with just a Tier 2 wallet, because there are different tiers as well. So registered, we have over 2,000 merchants, but then anywhere you see the $1 logo, $1 is accepted.
Okay, that sounds good. And I know, like, are there limits to when you use it? And I know, but you can't emphasize. Most people want to know, like, is it safe?
Okay, that's a very good question.
So it's safe, easy, and secure. So those 3 words you could remember when you think of $1. And so to Kenyoko's point that she made earlier, that there are different tiers. There's a Tier 1 and Tier 2 wallet. And with that, there is a threshold amount that you're able to hold in those tiers. It's $500 for a Tier 1 wallet, and you're able to transact up to $1,500 a month. And then with Tier 2, provided you supply some KYC documents to the AFI or the provider that you registered with, that can hold $8,000, and you could transact up to $10,000 per month.
Okay, and can you just remind our viewers where they can go if they want to learn more about it? You mentioned the resources earlier, just so they are able to, you know, step by step follow and do what they need to do.
So for sure, they can visit our YouTube page because that's video instructions on it, $100.bs. And if you're familiar with Instagram, Facebook, we're also there. You can visit our website at www.sandollar.bs. But again, we really try to be active on our social media so we can, as soon as we have new resources, new instructional videos.
Make it available.
Yes, we make it available as soon as possible.
That's great. Well, obviously, Sand Dollar isn't just about digital convenience. It's about inclusion, innovation, and taking the Bahamian economy into the future. So a big thank you to you, Erin Kenyuka, for joining us and speaking to us about Sand Dollar. It's definitely some good information there. And again, to learn more, visit the official Sand Dollar site or talk to your bank about the future of money, because it's here and it's right now. So thank you again.
Thank you for having us.
More What's Trending is after the break. Stay with us. What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics.
Diet-friendly special.
Sweet and spicy, all new. Signature, what's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
When fashion meets compassion, the impact is powerful. For years, Bahari Bahamas has launched its annual breast cancer awareness collection using style to uplift, inform, and give back. In partnership with the Sister, proceeds go directly to support survivors across the Bahamas. And joining us today are Carol Barnett, General Manager of Bahari Bahamas, and Chantel Cox, President of the Sister Breast Cancer Support Group, two leaders on the front lines of awareness, support, and empowerment. Thank you, ladies, for joining us here on What's Trending today.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. So obviously, Carol, we're going to start with you. So tell us, all about Bahari's breast cancer awareness collection. How did this annual initiative begin, and what does it mean to the brand?
This started a few years ago. One of our extended team members, Davina Rutherford, she approached the owner of the business to create to support breast cancer awareness. And so it started with us creating a specific design in support of breast cancer, because we want those women who are experiencing breast cancer to feel the love. We wanted them to be in our designer collections and really feel good about themselves. And then at the end of the day, we also want to support individuals who are currently in the fight against breast cancer.
What does this partnership with Bahari mean to the organization, and how will the donations support the survivors?
So on behalf of Sister Breast Cancer Support Group, we thank Bahari and our other corporate partners, because again, it's something that we can't do alone. So a partnership like this goes a very, very long way, because they're not only donating to us, but they're also donating to individual survivors. I always tell people, breast cancer is just not October. It's every day of the week. We live it, we see it every single day of the week, 365 days of the year.
So beyond the fashion, Carol, we know that Bahari has made a real commitment to giving back. And so how important is it to partner with organizations like Sister and others?
It's extremely important to us. These are our customers. These are persons who walk into our stores. They support Bahari from day one. And it's unfortunate that, they're experiencing this situation, and so we want to be able to give back, to be able to support, and also support Sister in providing an environment where individuals can learn about breast cancer awareness. What are the things that you need to do? You need to take your mammograms. You need to understand that this is not a death sentence. It's a diagnosis, and you can actually work through it and overcome it. So we want to be able to support the Sister organization so that we can help them create that awareness.
So what has been the public response like to Bahari with the collections over the years? And have you seen, as a result of the collections, that the awareness, you feel like you're actually reaching and making a connection with the awareness that you're bringing?
I find that a lot of individuals, they look forward to wearing our designs every year to support breast cancer awareness. So we see the stores, we've supported through the Sister organization, the prayer breakfast that was recently held, and we had, a setup at the prayer breakfast, and persons, were there, and they actually were prepared to make purchases because they wanted to make sure that they had a Bahari design, through the month of October. So we do see the support from the general populace, as it relates to that. And what we're doing in October is, with the Sister partnership, is every Saturday will be our Pink Saturdays, where the Sister organization and LAMP through Doctors Hospital will be there as well, and individuals could come and learn and get more, information. At all of our locations, we will have key tips about, breast cancer and what are the things that you need to do. So we're right in the thick of it, and we're very proud to be able to support the organization, and of course, helped them to educate, women out there. And it's not only just females, it's males as well.
Definitely. And for you, Chantal, can you give us a glimpse of where that funding goes, whether it's medical devices, whether it's treatment, or even just emotional support? How does it work?
So Sister, over the years, this is our 25th anniversary, and over the years, we've grown as an organization, unfortunately, because we're an organization of survivors. And the funds that we receive goes towards survivors. So whether it's purchase of a portacath, whether it's needles, whether it's mammograms, whether it's ultrasounds, whether it is grocery, whether it is rent, whether it is, we just try to fit the need of every survivor that walks through the door of Sister Breast Cancer Support Group.
Okay, and both of you briefly, how can persons get involved, whether it's by supporting the collection, donating directly, or just showing up for someone in their life that's dealing with breast cancer? So quickly, you could tell us how they can make that happen.
So for me, it's showing up for someone that has breast cancer. We have a campaign with Carol, and we have what we call Donate Your Bra Size campaign, and you're going to see more about that.
For Bahari, definitely you can visit any Bahari location. We do have the breast cancer awareness. We have the designs in all of our stores. On Saturday, we will be actually making the donations to the 4 individuals. And then, of course, we will have the sister organization as well as LAMP will be at our Southwest Plaza location. So pop into the stores, get some information, educate yourself about what you need to do. And of course, we'll also be giving away free mammograms. And we get discounts at doctors' hospitals, so we'll be giving those vouchers away as well.
Well, thank you so much, Carol, Chantal, for joining us here on What's Trending today and supporting us, providing support and information on such a very timely topic and beautiful outfits as well. So Bahari is definitely doing its thing to raise awareness for cancer and the survivors. Well, Bahari's breast cancer collection continues to turn fashion into a tool for awareness, and Sisters' tireless work ensures that no survivor has to walk alone. Together, they're stitching together hope, healing, and visibility, one collaboration at a time. Stay with us. There's so much more after the break.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
Your home is your sanctuary. The last thing you need to worry about is rodents. Once they enter your property, they can be tough to get out. If you're concerned about rodents, call Rent-A-Kill Initial. We offer the latest, most effective treatment for safe, fast, and long-lasting results. From prevention to elimination, our integrated approach guarantees protection. For rodent control you can trust, there's only one name in the Bahamas: Rent-A-Kill Initial.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SPDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
The tea is piping hot this week. Cardi B drops a new album and confirms the bump. Double whammy. Lori Harvey's got the streets talking with a new next-level relationship move, and Jazz Chisholm lands on the list 30-30. But the Bahama Beauty is here to break it all down in this week's edition of What's the Buzz.
I'm the Bahama Beauty, and here's What's the Buzz for this week. The Bahamas has TikTok wrapped around their coin chains once again, this time resurging a popular RDX song, Bang. It all started when a group of friends used the sound in a video of them unemphatically dancing to the song in their school attire, garnering tens of thousands of likes. This trend really took off when another group of boys draped in coin chains and grills with their school uniform on, dancing to the sound. Since then, thousands worldwide have joined the trend, even Judd and Nicki Minaj's sister, Ming Lee. Of course, it wouldn't be long until the diaspora war started, with some Jamaican creators spotlighting that once again, the Bahamas goes viral on the backs of Jamaican artists. However, a few Debbie Downers won't stop the fun. The trend continues to grow, with creators garnering millions of views and thousands of likes participating. And with that type of engagement, I think we'll be seeing more of these videos for a few more weeks. Cardi B said, "Am I the drama?" and then answered her own question with a baby bump and an album drop. Talk about multitasking. That's right, Cardi B is pregnant with baby number 4, her first with NFL wide receiver Stephon Diggs. She made the announcement on CBS Mornings, absolutely gushing and glowing with excitement.
I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stephon Diggs.
Congratulations.
I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space.
And while she's busy growing life, she's also giving life, dropping her long-awaited second album, Am I the Drama, on Thursday, which is now certified platinum. Fans have been waiting since Invasion of Privacy, and she did not disappoint. 23 tracks of pure Cardi, chaos, honesty, and bangers. And if that wasn't enough, she's hitting the road in 2026 with her Little Miss Drama Tour. Baby on board, album on the charts, Cardi's proving she can literally do it all. More tragic developments in the eerie case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Earlier this month, a body was found in a Tesla registered to rising star D4VD, pronounced David, in an impound lot in Los Angeles. That body has since been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who has been missing since 2024. As police are currently investigating this as a homicide, David's house has since been searched. He's reportedly cooperating, but so far, no charges have been filed. The internet, of course, is swirling with theories, tattoos, leaked songs, conspiracy posts, Discord posts, and even rumors of a pregnancy. But let's not forget that there's a grieving family at the center of this, and we're all praying for justice. We'll keep you updated on how this unfolds. The weather is cooling down, the holiday feels are starting to creep in, and so is the spirit of spinning the block. You know how some couples just can't stay away from each other? Looks like Damson Idris and Lori Harvey might be one of those. The two were spotted looking cozy on a beach getaway in Puerto Vallarta, and the internet immediately shipped them back together. In 2023, the pair did release a joint statement announcing their breakup, noting that they would continue to remain good friends but will be prioritizing their careers. But nothing says, let's work it out like a tropical vacation. Neither of the pair has confirmed the reunion as yet, but if body language is a love language, this relationship is speaking fluently. Bahamian MLB superstar Jazz Chisholm Jr. just hit his first 30-30 milestone with the Yankees. 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in one season. A feat only 3 players in Yankee history have ever pulled off. Jazz is surely proving he's more than just a player, he's a movement. Bahamian pride is certainly running deep right now.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong.
Diet-friendly special.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
You got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
On Tuesday's show, we're bringing you something fresh and exciting. Introducing Culture in Color. Brought to you by Dongalek Studios. We're celebrating the incredible talent of Bahamian artists, and trust us, you'll want to see who's kicking things off first. And that's a wrap on What's Trending. Follow us on Instagram. That's on ZNS for show clips and behind-the-scenes moments. See you tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more lifestyle, entertainment, and so much more.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. The government of the Bahamas has completed its salary review exercise for public officers. Also, the family of a 20-year-old man is pleading for help to find their missing loved one. And investigations continue into the tragic death of a 6-year-old boy on a school playground.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's the news one family was hoping for after searching for an autistic 20-year-old who was missing since Saturday. Tonight, the family is reporting that Odassis Riley has been found. Our Shane Stubbs is live on location with that report.
In the Sea Grape 8 Mile Rock area, the 20-year-old Odassis Muff Riley was last seen. His disappearance leaving the community deeply concerned, as Riley, who lives with autism, has wandered off before, but never for this long. Now his loved ones say they are growing increasingly worried as the days go by.
So much people miss him. He's the baby in the family. Sorry.
Emotions ran high as the mother of a missing man, Judy Mae Riley, reflected on her son, Odassis Riley. Affectionately known as Muff, she described him as a beautiful soul who loved meeting new people, always smiling and laughing, though at times quiet and withdrawn. But on Saturday, September 20th, around 6:30 p.m., everything changed. While attending a birthday party in the Sea Grape area, Odassis asked his mother to take a walk to an associate's home nearby. That moment would be the last time she saw her son.
Odassis went through the bush. So I said, through the bush? What bush? She pointed over across the street. So I said, come and show me. The party shut down right there when that was heard. And we went, going through, looking, trying to see. That bush is massive. And so it got dark so quickly. We went so far using our phones, trying to see and calling him, Muff, Odassis, and no response.
His mother, Judy Mae Riley, says that this is not the first time he has gone missing. He often takes walks without telling anyone and struggles to find his way back home. But neighbors in the Freeport community usually return him safely. This time, however, is different. Riley disappeared Saturday evening in the unfamiliar Sea Grape area, making the search more difficult. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and blue short pants, but his mother says that his haircut is a way for community members to identify him.
The high top fade, and then it have a little mark come in the front of it, and then shade down low on the side of it like that.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
Thanks, Shalia. Now, once again, good news to report tonight. Our Shane Stubbs is live now at the 8 Mile Rock Clinic with the reunited family. Shane, this is truly good news tonight.
Yeah, Rumiko, it was a concerning 2 days for the family of Odassis Riley. Obviously, he went missing 2 days ago, but recently he was found brought here at the 8 Mile Rock Station, and I'm standing here with the mom, Judy Mate. I know it was a concerning 2 days for you, but how relieved are you to have your son back?
It's so relieving. I don't know what to place myself. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should sit. I don't know if I should scream. I don't know if I should cry. The cry of rejoicing because God has been so good. You know, a lot of things could have happened to him the spot where they found him. And I thank God he had the sense that even after he got lost, he couldn't find his way. He said the voice told him to just sit there. Someone will come for him. And so when they saw him, they swam across the pool, the little pool, whatever, ocean, little lakes. They swam there. When they saw him, some climb over the trees. The boys, and listen, I don't know where to begin to say thank you because I don't want to leave nobody else. But first and most, thanks be to God for keeping my mind and seeing. This morning was the worst morning. I thought I was just going to say, what in the world? They called for rain. And I just felt like he was in the back there. I felt like he was in the back of that ditch. I never felt those different leaves that they were saying. I said, but anyway, you have to don't leave no stones uncovered. But to God be the glory, great things he has done. Listen, people of Freeport, 242 Freeport, I want you to know that trust God no matter what. This is such a perfect example. Yes, I've been through it a little different, but it was shorter time. But this time was different. It was really breaking me down. But I thank God for the community of Secret. Look here, y'all guys, those boys, you see them under the tree, the unemployment tree. I went in this morning, I said, listen, I need your guys' help. I already tried the ditch, and it cut my skin. I cannot go there by myself. And they say, we got you. And they came out and changed their clothes, put on their old right clothes, put on their old boots and things. They said, let's go. And they cut that tree. Look in the back there, I want you to know it's no joke. That's a swamp within a swamp. I knew I used to go there when I was small, but I was lost. I didn't know where to go. I was falling. I was sliding. But as a mother, my goal was no matter what my lot that has taught me to say, it is well, and it's well for me to give me the strength to get there. I just pushed. And then I reached the middle of nowhere because I was like, wait a minute, where I am? So when I listened, I hear the scream, cry out, we got him, we got him. I began to cut my own road because look here. Even you say, well, if he go in, he can find. But I went there Sunday and I noticed when it's time to come back, the area where I thought I could find, the trees had closed back in. And the back there is, once you get over that, you slide down, there's the floor, ground, drop, there's sink sand, all kinds of things. So you got to swim to different areas, you got to walk through. Those boys just went up to their ties, but they went, and they said they can find him. They said, if he's in there, Judy, we got to bring him. And when I saw him, I was, again, like the prodigal son and the father. I am the mother. I listen. I went and this is my boy. I freeze. I just keep looking. I just looking. And the only thing he said, Mommy, I want to cry. I want to cry. I said, it's okay. It's okay. So I couldn't find my way back. I really thought I knew, but I did. This place is too big for me. I said, are you going back? No. He showed me the mosquito bites. The mosquito bites. He said, they were coming for me, Mommy. I said, what did you do? I sat under the tree. The voice said, stay right there. Don't you move. To God be the glory. I love you, Freeport 242.
Yes, indeed. A community coming together to help one of their own. Again, Adias Riley found safely. He's been taken to the Ram Memorial Hospital where he's going to be checked out. Rumiko, obviously a happy reunion. Back to you in the studio.
So glad to hear of the favorable outcome for that mother who was obviously excited. Now to a story that has rocked the nation. The life of a 6-year-old boy tragically cut short at a place meant for fun, his school's playground. According to reports, little Vernal Williams Jr. was standing near a swing when it tipped over, striking him and causing severe head injuries that led to his untimely death. We hear more in this report. A place meant for fun, now the center of tragedy. The swing sat on a school playground, the scene where 6-year-old Vernal Williams lost his life. According to reports on Friday, September 19th, shortly after 11 a.m., Zion was standing near the swing when it tipped over, striking him and causing severe head injuries. He later died as a result. In a heartbreaking twist, his mother was on her way to the school to deliver his lunch when she discovered the tragic scene.
His heart had stopped and he wasn't able to to make it.
The news has shaken the nation with an outpouring of concern from parents and community members questioning how such a tragedy could happen and what could have been done to prevent it. Education Minister the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin says a full investigation is now underway into the circumstances surrounding the incident.
We have a preschool council that has oversight of preschools, and I think they've conducted a preliminary investigation, but we're waiting for the police to understand exactly what exactly happened here. In all of our educational institutions, whether they're public or private, we would wish to ensure that children, particularly small children, do not face these kinds of risks that that would lead to an outcome that is just unimaginable.
Joining in on the outpouring of condolences, the National Accreditation and Equivalency Council of the Bahamas has issued a statement to institutions and the general public. It reads in part, "This incident serves as a solemn reminder of the importance of ensuring that every child is enrolled in a registered, safe, and nurturing learning environment. Parents and guardians are strongly encouraged to verify that the schools or learning institutions their children attend are registered and regulated." For now, the Williams family is left to grieve an unimaginable loss as Bahamians across the country mourn alongside them. Vernal Williams, a 6-year-old twin boy, gone too soon. Heading into news from police, a man is recovering after a stabbing at the 8 Mile Rock Fish Fry over the weekend. Police say what started out as a small greeting escalated into a violent stabbing. Sherelle Dames has more in this story.
What began as a simple greeting between two acquaintances nearly turned deadly, leaving one man seriously injured after a violent confrontation. The incident occurring near the Fish Fry in 8 Mile Rock shortly before 3 a.m. on Sunday. According to Superintendent of Police Stephen Roll, preliminary investigations indicate that the victim had tapped a woman whom he reportedly knew on the shoulder. Moments later, he was confronted by the woman's boyfriend, who allegedly launched a violent attack, stabbing him multiple times.
He was approached by an unknown male who produced a knife and apparently stabbed him to the right upper chest area and the right back area.
Following the altercation, the victim was transported to the Rand Memorial Hospital, where doctors examined him and classified his injuries as serious. Many residents left in shock upon hearing the news of what many describe as a senseless act of violence.
It was dumb, stupid of him to even make a decision like that. How is it that you're gonna stab another man just for hailing someone?
Someone just hailing your girlfriend, you can just snap and do that to them? That don't make no sense.
Jealousy is a serious thing. It's worse than witchcraft.
Just senseless acts of violence like that, I don't condone.
As this matter is still under investigation, police urges the public to come forward with any information they may have.
Talk to police at 911 or CID at 350-3106.
Now the victim has been discharged from the Rand Memorial Hospital. However, the nature and extent of the injuries sustained remains unclear at this time. The suspect, however, still remains at large, and authorities confirm that their investigation will continue until he is apprehended and brought to justice. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
And still to come.
The Ministry for Grand Bahama, in partnership with health officials, hosting an emergency blood drive. Stay with us, the details, plus sports and more when we come back.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CD. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
One night, one stage, one unforgettable experience. Saturday, October 4th at 7 p.m., the Bahamas Red Cross Society Grand Bahama presents the Starlight Soiree at the Grand Lucayan Great Ballroom. An exclusive gala held under the patronage of Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Cynthia A. Pratt, Governor General of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Tickets are available now at the Red Cross Center at a donation of $125. This is more than a gala. This is the Starlight Soiree.
Mo Divas is having a summer clearance sale going on now through the end of the month. 25% off on women's clothing, shoes, hats, handbags, and so much more. Open Monday through Sunday, located at the Rachel's Britannia Mini Mall, Caravel Beach. Experience Moon on a Rainbow Shawl by Errol John live at the Regency Theater. Showtimes are September 26th and 27th at 8 p.m. and September 28th at 4 p.m. Tickets are just $30. Don't miss this unforgettable performance. Get your tickets today from the Freeport Players Guild. Do It Center is doing it again. Their end-of-month sale happens Friday and Saturday, September 26th and 27th, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 20% off store-wide. Some restrictions apply. Visit them at the Del's Auto Product Complex, formerly Gold Rock Corp. Call 350-2316. Do It Center, where they help you get it done.
Esquire's Menswear presents Passion for Fashion, Saturday, October 4th at the Pelican Bay Hotel at 7 p.m. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at Esquire's Men's. Shape your crepe and oh my gosh, couture. Attire is elegant. The snack place has the best variety at the best prices, from chips, cookies, and candies to $2 snack bags packed with goodies. Find them in the Sunset Commercial Plaza next to the bicycle shop in Caravel Beach. They're open from Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
This September is a September to remember at Con Bahamas. Get 30% off all windows and doors all month long. We carry Hurricane Impact sliding windows and doors, Hurricane Impact casement windows and doors, as well as PVC windows and doors. Whether you're upgrading for style or preparing for hurricane season, now is the perfect time to save. Visit us today and take advantage of our biggest savings of the season, only at Con Bahamas, exclusively at our locations in Freeport, Nassau, Abaco, and Eleuthera. Con Bahamas. Dream, design, deliver.
In healthcare, precision isn't optional. It's life-saving. One wrong reading can lead to the wrong treatment. Using uncalibrated equipment means risking misdiagnosis, mistreatment, and unnecessary grief. That's where Livy Calibrations comes in. Trusted, accurate, and 100% Bahamian owned. From ECGs to fume hoods, defibrillators to patient monitors, we calibrate them all, on-site, with careful precision. Leary Calibration. Trusted results, reliable service, uncompromising accuracy. Book your calibration today, because in medical care, there's no room for error.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The Ministry for Grand Bahama's Collab unit teamed up with the Public Hospitals Authority and Grand Bahama Health Services to host an emergency blood drive Saturday at the Howard de Gregory building. The drive was prompted by critically low blood levels at the Rand Memorial Hospital. Senior Project Manager at the Ministry for Grand Bahama and Collab, Siobhan McBride, expressing appreciation for the strong community support, noting this was the second drive of the year.
Blood is so important to save a life, and that is what we are about, saving lives, impacting lives. And so we only saw it fitting that this would be an initiative that we continuously take on. We've hit record numbers according to the Rand Memorial Hospital in like a single blood drive. But we've had a good response in persons that were able to donate, so we are very happy so far with the outcome.
Claudia Glinton, lab manager at Grand Bahama Health Services, thanking the Collab unit for their ongoing partnership and called on other organizations to join in highlighting the daily need for blood donations.
Well, I definitely would like to encourage more organizations. We have a relationship now, of course, with Rotary, Kiwanis, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, some of the lodges, and they have their assigned months and they have their blood drives. But any other organization, any other church out there who would like to coordinate with us, we encourage them to just call us. We are always willing. We're mobile now, so we can come to you.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
High school sports were officially kicked off today with high school volleyball. We was there, me and Malik saw some really good action over there at the high school volleyball championships.
All right, sounds exciting. That's coming your way next after this break.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Psst. Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Copter termites former Salmus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does it better.
Sting Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit song. PBS, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight, and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamasettickets.com for your skybox or to be a food vendor. Call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today and Co. Limited, Krista Minute, and Associates.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports Top in Sports, the annual Flawless Construction and Legacy Stars Clothing Under 14, Under 16 Junior National Tennis Tournament swings into action this weekend at the YMCA Tennis Courts. The top junior players throughout the country will be in action beginning on Saturday.
We have players from the three major islands, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and New Providence, that will be there vying for these points and trying to get bragging rights. The kids practice all year for this, and they look forward to the tournament and the camaraderie and the good competition. This is our next to last tournament for the year. The one where we close out the year is the Focal, that's next month. And so that one will have the under 18s as well.
Next in sports, it's the season opener for high school volleyball at St. George's Gym. The defending junior boys champions BMES went up against Sister Mary Patricia. This game went to 3 sets, but it was the Warriors taking this one in set 3, 15-13, led by Jamez Bethel.
I felt like I played all right today. I feel like I think play way better. We did not play to our best, and I feel like next game, hopefully we will be able to play better than this game.
For the first match of the year, the boys did pretty well. It was expected that they would be a little bit nervous, but they were reminded that they put in the work, they put in the preparation, and they came out and they executed in 3.
And finally in sports, Jonquel Jones and the defending WNBA champions, the New York Liberty, was eliminated by the Phoenix Mercury in Game 3 of the playoffs, 79-73. Jones finished the game with just 3 points, but she pulled down 8 rebounds and dished out 4 assists in the game. Ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Hey, y'all, what you doing? I'm reading an iVox book in the library. And I'm reading a Vox book. What? An iVox book is a storybook that moves with you. And a Vox book is a book that reads along with you. Ooh, let me see.
The Sir Charles Haywood Library introduces Vox and iVox reading books, a brand new collection of interactive reading technology, the first of their kind in the Bahamas for children. But wait, there's more. We're also introducing Overdrive, our digital library, where you can find books for teens, young adults, and the young at heart, with over 4,000 magazines for people of all ages and interests. Come on, bring your entire family. Swing by and give them a try. They're all available at the Sir Charles Haywood Library.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose, crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Doctors Hospital has reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations in Freeport and 8 Mile Rock, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
That's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report, government announces retroactive salary increases for civil servants with raises to take effect this December. Tonight, the Minister of Public Service speaks. Education officials moving swiftly to close administrative gaps within the public school system. And the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources nets a major win against illegal poachers on the high seas. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Well, good evening and welcome to the broadcast. It's meant to be good news for thousands of civil servants poised to receive pay raises later this year, but it's news that's been met with mixed reviews and even some skepticism. Today, the Labor Minister responded to critics, calling this political theater. Corval Pytham joins us live. Good evening, Corval.
Desmond, good evening. Well, the pending salary increases outlined for public servants expected in the December payment. The recent review exercise for thousands of government workers was carried out by the Ministry of Finance. Minister of Labor and the Public Service, the Honorable Pia Glover-Rolls, shared these comments on the salary adjustments.
Our government has been giving increases 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025 because we promised to bring our public servants up to where they should be. Prior to this, there's been no increase for public servants since 2016. So we're happy to be able to do what we can to improve the conditions for our public servants. In this instance, this is bringing their salaries in line, according to the Ministry of Finance, with their counterparts in the region.
Employees not covered in the June adjustment will receive a minimum of 2 salary increments, with the size of the increase varying by category. The purpose is to close the wage gap between the public service and the wider public sector and ensure fairness for Bahamian workers. College graduates, including graduate nurses and graduate teachers, will see their base compensation increase by some 19% over the same period. When asked about her thoughts on this, Minister Glover-Rolls had this to say.
That has nothing to do with the salary review. There are varied avenues for public servants to access increases in the public service. One is officers serving with degrees. There's a continual culture of upskilling in the public service. And as employees upskill, they get rewarded through increments for attaining a higher level of education.
Workers, Desmond, can begin to expect to see those raises starting this December 1st. Reporting live for the Bahamas tonight, I'm Corval Pytham back in studio. To you, Desmond.
Well, Corval, thanks much. Education Minister, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, says all outstanding issues between the government, teachers, and principals in New Providence have been resolved. However, challenges remain in the Family Islands, where the ministry is still working to address those concerns.
In the Family Islands, we expect today to get word from the Public Service Commission on the remaining principals in the Family Islands. This was a combination of factors, including early retirement, unexpected resignations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, one key issue Minister Hannah Martin noted is a challenge not unique to the Bahamas, but one faced by several countries across Latin America and the wider region, that is the ongoing shortage of teachers.
In every school, so there'll be no shortage. What we are facing is a shortage in certain areas in education, teachers.
A milestone for the performing arts sector, the country's Creative and Performing Arts School was officially launched today with its first group of students. The school offers free tertiary level training in the creative performing and production and the arts. Our LaDon Davis is live at the school in Gladstone Road. LaDon, what can you tell us?
Desmond, if you can sing, dance, or act, then and if the answer is yes, you may want to audition for the Kappas next year, full-time or part-time. Today, some 52 persons registered to take part in Kappas. Now I'm joined by the director, Mr. Ian Poitier. Mr. Poitier, I know it's been a long day, a long, long day for you. Talk to us a little bit about orientation and, I guess, the way forward for Kappas.
Well, it's been an amazing day and quite overwhelming. Our first student arrived at 6:45 a.m. Registration didn't start until 10, and the program was supposed to start at 11. Everyone was here and ready, so we started at 5 to 11. And it's been amazing. You know, the energy and enthusiasm, the discipline, the kind of excitement was all in the room. We have a week and a half of orientation now to happen. So they're having, did a number of exercises this morning and a lot of trust building work that started this afternoon. It's going to continue in tomorrow. They're going to be streamed to different groups depending on their strength. So for the foundation year, everyone has to act and sing and dance. And so whatever your kind of strongest one is, that's the group you'll be put into. And if you have the talent, if you have the inclination, if you think you might, come and check us out, because this is a life-changing opportunity, you know.
Life-changing, indeed. So, Desmond, I think I'm going to get my vocal cords together and I'm going to get my acting skills together. I think Ian is going to teach us all a little something so that we can all audition for Kappas.
And can I say, you know, I'm really grateful to the media for highlighting this, because this is an important way for us to communicate the opportunity. You guys are a part of the creative industries, and we want to be engaged with you, you know, for our students to come and intern with you, to help training with your staff and so on. So I'm really grateful and appreciative for it. Thank you very much for paying attention to us.
And thank you. Back to you in studio, Desmond.
Well, sounds great. Thanks much, LaDonna. Defiant world-famous Volley Boys says a group will be on bay for both the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades, despite not being given seed funding by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture Friday. In a statement, the group sought to reassure its supporters of its position, adding, "We were shocked and disappointed by the minister's comments, said we will not receive funding because of a court ruling, when he is aware that the matter involving both parties is currently before the Court of Appeal." That in mind, the group says Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bolake's comments that there was only one Volley Boys was even more upsetting, because during a meeting Wednesday, the group says representatives were told the world-famous Volley Boys were still eligible to receive funding and would receive it. The group suggests it is being victimized and is calling for the minister to honor his commitment. The group's statement, however, was met with a firm response from the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture. He told reporters that the Volley Boys are misleading the public. Well, coming up, government security.
Two of the executive of the 1958 Volley Boys, or the world famous as they call themselves, I instruct them to provide the necessary documents and PIN number, that every groups provide legal document from the government that will make us compliant as a government ministry to provide them with seed funding. They say they will go ahead and do that and bring it back. According to the law, I, as the minister, or my ministry, cannot supersede the ruling of the court. And the court indicated and made a ruling that one group has the title to the name and one doesn't.
Well, coming up, government securing land for farmers to grow marijuana. Watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more after this.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The last eclipse of our galaxy. Scientists are gathered here today to witness this extraordinary event. Simply marvelous, extraordinary, unforgettable, one of a kind. Oh man, that's amazing.
You can't ignore the craving that makes everything crunch. The new crispy barbecue bacon sandwich with barbecue sauce, cheddar, bacon, crispy onions, and an extra large chicken fillet. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hello. Bonjour. Hola. Hello. Ciao.
No matter where your passport takes you, BTC roaming keeps you effortlessly connected. Enjoy seamless calls, lightning-fast data, and affordable roaming across the globe. No SIM swaps, no stress. Just one network, working everywhere. So go ahead, explore the world, and still be just a call away from home.
All we means
collective hope, togetherness,
sharing resources, you're sharing energy, and you're sharing a common goal.
All we means community.
We jamming.
A shared history.
They coming together to share their ideas.
All we is one family. All we is one. The journey that we share.
Stronger together.
A perpetual collaborative effort that's built on community. That's what all we means to me.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new. Signature, hot, wings. What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Live shot there of the Charles W. Saunders Baptist School on Jane Street. The National Baptist Missionary and Educational Convention founded the institution in 1988 as the Bahamas Baptist College under the leadership of Reverend Charles W. Saunders, who later served as its first leader. Agriculture Minister, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, says efforts are underway to secure land for farmers selected to grow marijuana plants for medical, religious, and scientific purposes in the country. This as cannabis legislation that will create a legal and regulatory framework for the use of cannabis was passed in both houses of Parliament last year. Minister Campbell says a land unit at the ministry is doing its part to ensure that the required acreage will be ready for the farmers.
There are 5 areas right now under consideration, and as you know, this particular industry won't be as simple as just farming in the ground. So we're doing soil evaluation, etc., with the likes to ensure that the best location is picked and selected for once it becomes necessary.
Officials from the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources touting the success of its Red Dawn 2 enforcement initiative designed to protect the country's fishing sector, conducted on September 18th and 19th in the Barrier Islands. The multi-agency undercover operation resulted in the interdiction of a foreign vessel allegedly engaged in illegal charter fishing. The Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, Honorable Jomo Campbell, says the operation was sparked by a tip from locals and conducted to address the ongoing challenge of foreign fishing charters operating illegally in Bahamian waters.
The evidence gathered indicates that the targeted vessel was operating in breach of the Fisheries Act, the Boat Registration Act, and other related laws. At the conclusion of this operation, the vessel and associated equipment were seized, and 3 arrests have been made. The matter has since been referred to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for further legal proceedings, and additional details would be released at the appropriate time.
Now, the initiative comes on the heels of another undercover operation launched by the ministry earlier this year called Red Dawn. It's led to the conviction of multiple U.S. nationals who pled guilty to fisheries and firearm offenses. Minister Campbell says the operations are all about deterrence, punishment, and safeguarding our marine resources.
This operation also reinforces our government's commitment to safeguarding the economic opportunities of Bahamian businesses, ensuring compliance with our laws, and protecting our marine resources. These resources, such as spiny lobster, finfish, conch, and the ecosystems that sustain them, are not mere commodities. They are part of our national heritage.
Well, this week, a community came together in reflection and resolve, reminded of the fragility of life and the importance of protecting those we hold most dear. Amaya Moss reports.
In a quiet room filled with powerful images, the voices of survivors speak louder than any headline. This week, the Bahamas Crisis Center opened its doors to awareness, hosting a child sexual exploitation and human trafficking exhibition aimed at educating young minds and sparking critical dialogue. Students from across the capital attended, leaving with more than just information. They left empowered. Wife of the Prime Minister, Anne-Marie Davis, reflected on the heartbreaking loss of the late Adriel Moxie, urging residents to see her story as a solemn reminder of the pain that no parent should have to endure.
We must report it and we have to pay attention. So all of us here today, we have to be in this fight. This is another form of gender-based violence, trafficking in persons. We don't hear about the statistics much, but it is happening. And that is why I'm here today, to make sure that my voice is heard.
Minister of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the Honorable Miles LaRota, underscored the seriousness of the issue, noting that social services is already grappling with a heavy caseload of sexual violation complaints against children.
There be a variety of reasons why these cases are not prosecuted, because you're going to need a victim and you're going to need witnesses to come out and give information. There's one thing with a complaint being made and you hear the uproar from the public, and rightfully so, but then the police are now tasked with putting together a case.
For every child at risk is a call to action. The event stands as a powerful warning that protecting the most vulnerable among us should never be an option. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, the Public Hospitals Authority has issued a press release on the concerns currently circulating regarding dialysis care and related facility matters. The PHA said the last confirmed sewer leak was fully repaired in 2023. Early this year, following heavy rainfall, a leak was traced to the installation of an air conditioning unit that penetrated the roof. This area was sealed and no additional reports of leakage have been received. Dialysis patients often experience many serious health conditions and sometimes develop infections from their treatment access. However, the PHA said it cannot confirm at this time that any recent deaths were caused by these infections or by delays in getting permanent access. This as there is an increasing population awaiting permanent access placement. Cases are scheduled weekly and are actively working to improve scheduling capacity and to reduce wait times to meet the growing demand. Well, drain clearing and maintenance exercises taking place in the Market Street area over the next few weeks to mitigate against flooding and other weather-related conditions in the community. The move comes as hurricane season continues. Here's contractor Perry Pratt.
Both sides of Market Streets, and we're going to catch the side corners as we go along that has also drainage and wells to make sure that it'll be a more smooth flowing of the water when we have that rainy season which is upon us. So we're going to get as best as we could to get it done for you. We should be here about 4 to 5 weeks. Hopefully less is according to the weather that we're going after now. So about 4 to 5 weeks we should be sorted out.
Trade Union Congress officially installed its newest affiliate organization, the 46-member United Artists Bahamas Union, Now, an officially recognized bargaining agent for musicians and artists across the country, the UAB, as is now known, looks to make a more equitable playing field for local artists who've often been disenfranchised in favor of foreign acts. The union's president, Leonard Linkscavalla Ferguson, a legendary musician, highlights some of the other concerns the executive body expects to tackle head-on.
Copyright, that's a hot issue. People are complaining that they're not getting their monies. That's one we're going to tackle. The foreign artists that are coming in, we want to make sure that Bahamians get an opportunity to grace the stage and make some of the monies and be paid properly.
Scavella Ferguson, along with Vice President Nicholas Jack, Secretary General Anita Ellis-Tynes, and the Treasurer David Funky D. Ferguson are among the union's executive team. They were all officially installed during a brief ceremony Thursday. The president also using the occasion to send this message to those local entertainers whom he feels diminishes the value of the industry.
Them fellas who in the music industry who want to sneak and dodge and go and work for $500, we are going to put you out of business. Because what you're doing is you're causing an issue for the other people who are working hard and investing thousands and thousands of dollars in and then when the time comes for you to get an opportunity to perform, you tell the fella, I only want to do this for a couple of girls or some collect. Well, some people doing this for a living. And so if you're doing it for collects and girls, we're going to put you out of business.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit songs. BBS, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamaseattickets.com for your skybox or to be a food vendor. Call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today and Co. Limited, Crystal Minute and Associates.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Wasted and Melina joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. What's happening, guys?
Good night, Desmond. Of course, you know September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so we have some special guests tonight to talk about a very important event.
Sounds good. Stay with us at Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
Find your future with certificate courses from the University of the West Indies. Fast and affordable, our courses give you the skills to get hired, promoted, and ahead of the game. Choose project management, supervisory management, law for human resources, business and commercial law, and even technical skills like Canva design, web design, and computer repair and networking. Register now at global.uwi.edu/Bahamas or WhatsApp 456-6687. The University of the West Indies, Global Campus, the Bahamas.
Blessings gonna find me here.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
You can't help but smile when you shop the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Country Bond Ketchup, 24 ounces, $1.89. Rainbow Mackerel, 15 ounces, $1.25. Fresh tomatoes, $1.89 per pound. Sweet tangerines, 2 for 99 cents. Fresh ground beef, $4.99 per pound. Which location you choose to save at is up to you, but you can save at any Super Value or Quality Supermarkets.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, it's been more than 4 decades in the making today. Bahamian students are finally getting a new history textbook, the first major update to the country's high school history books since 1982. Wes Kellix-Forbes has more.
A historic moment in education today as the Ministry of Education officially distributes the long-awaited Towards a Common Loftier Goal history textbook to schools across the country.
The textbook, produced by 12 Bahamian authors with contributions from the University of the Bahamas scholars, covers overlooked chapters in the national story.
You're going to see some distinct things. The book, everything about this book is Bahamian in terms of its creation.
The Minister of Education and Technical Vocational Training, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, who is currently the acting Prime Minister. She called this book a milestone in ensuring students connect deeply with their national story.
This is a very important day because this is where our young people will begin to learn the history of this nation and of our people, evolution of the Bahamian people. So this is very important for them in terms of solidifying their feet on the ground, standing tall, shoulders back, heads held high. This is what we want our young people. We don't want them carrying legacies from any historical painful errors in our lives. We want them to understand the power of their being.
District Superintendent for Maguana, Inagua, Crooked Island, Auckland, and Long Island, Jerome Forbes, reminded educators that this book belongs to every child in the Bahamas, wherever they may be.
We do on the family islands, we do a lot of field trips. So we take the students to see some of the relics, some of the plantations. As a matter of fact, while in Kid Island, we would have weeks that we take the students out on the slave plantations where they would look at some of the drawings on the wall and the ship drawings. But having this textbook, it'll be more formalized now. They can now read about it in the book and then go on the field trip to see what they were talking, when the writers wrote it, what they were talking about.
With this history book in the hands of students, education officials say the goal is clear: to ensure that every young Bahamian, no matter where they live, has a deeper understanding of the nation's past and a stronger foundation to help shape the future. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Kellix-Forbes.
Well, a proud moment indeed. That does it for the National Report. Stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
Manager at the Ministry of Tourism for Sports Tourism and Yachting, Jonathan Lord, shared details of what's being done to bring the islands of the Bahamas to the University of Miami.
We are in our 3rd year as the official destination partner for the University of Miami. Started 3 years ago, and this is our 3rd annual present and sponsor game where we basically take over the stadium. But it's more than just football. We've done basketball, we've done baseball, we've done soccer. We've done volleyball. We've created events such as Canes Weekend in the Bahamas. We've hosted alumni in the Bahamas. We've hosted football legends in the Bahamas. We have done so many things when it comes to the University of Miami. When we started Canes Weekend in the Bahamas last year, we thought about how can we incorporate giving someone an opportunity to travel there. As you know, we tend to give away trips as a means of promoting a destination. So what better Bahamian fashion than a pineapple eating contest? What we experienced earlier today was the winner of the pineapple eating contest at the fan zone, which we activate in every home game. And that winner and a guest will have the opportunity to travel to the Bahamas for Canes Weekend on October 31st to November 2nd. It's always important for our brand to be consistent and top of mind because we are a travel destination and our job is to influence travel. And so with the University of Miami, we have things like the halo, which our logo runs around the rings of the stadium. We have our videos. We are the only destination and the only partner that has a video played during the game. All their other corporate partners' videos are played before the game. So that just goes to show the impact that beyond the contractual stuff that we as a destination have against the University of Miami. And in addition to that, we have big signage around the stadium. And then on game day for our presenting sponsor games, we have our logo and we have presented by the Islands of the Bahamas.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
It's Bahamas' biggest night this November 1st. Join Alliance Promotions, YBE Promotions, Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and Bahamas Air as they present the Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series at the National Stadium Ground, performing for the first time. Tyrese comes to Bahamas to deliver an unforgettable performance. Also performing R&B sensation Uncle Sam. Get ready for Deborah Cox. The Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series, Saturday, November 1st at the National Stadium Ground. Let's go! Tyrese, Uncle Sam, and Deborah Cox. Advance tickets are available now at all Cash and Go locations. Or log on to cashandgobahamas.com to enroll. Call 242-427-8111 or call 242-357-0116. Be there.
As Many, a review of the Bahamian legislative and electoral systems. That's a book by Maurice Tynes. And as many of you who stay tuned, we'll see we'll have the skinny on it.
And chefing it up with Chef Brave. Prime Minister Philip Davis serves up free breakfast. But did he cook it? Stay close for that.
Plus, the 40 under 40 were celebrated this weekend. Details are straight ahead.
And coming up in sports, the World Championships come to a close.
Tonight, Access Now starts now.
Bob Dylan says a man is a success if he gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between does what he wants to do. Good evening, everyone. I'm Royson Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now.
The start of another week, Marlena. And of course, I thought I'd mention that as of today, and this is for the Christmas lovers everywhere, of course, we are officially 94 days away from Christmas.
Definitely jumping the gun a little bit there, Royston. Today is actually officially the first day of fall. And as a spooky season girly, we have to get through Halloween and Thanksgiving first, and then Christmas one day at a time.
That sounds good. I'm looking forward to both of those as well.
Yes.
If that's how you want to play it, though, let's dive right into the news into our fall season. It's been a deep dive into Bahamian democracy from the man who's lived it, former Chief Clerk of the House of Assembly, Maurice Tynes, releasing his groundbreaking new book titled As Many, a review of the Bahamian legislative and electoral systems. Our Desmond Saunders was at his book launch Thursday evening at Love 97 Studios.
Tynes' work provides a much-needed text for students keen on understanding how the legislative branch functions and how it has changed over time.
Spanning over 200 pages and divided into 6 comprehensive sections, the book explores the evolution of the Bahamas' legislative and electoral systems from colonial roots to sovereign governance.
Firstly, I tried to show the where our system started from the British, and how it evolved from a colonial system into a sovereign system. I tried to show the transition to our independent parliament. And then I did a history of the parliament. I did a history of the political parties in the Bahamas. And then I went through, the book then looked at the officials in the parliament, like the speaker, the president, the senate, the clerk.
The official launch and signing took place at Love 97 Studios, where educators, politicians, and scholars came out to applaud the contribution of a man who spent over 3 decades in the very heart of the nation's democracy.
Mr. Tyne served as chief clerk for 30 years, using that expertise that he has built up over the years to help to empower others by helping us to understand more about the history of the Parliament.
Well, I think it's important for anybody who's involved in public policy to know the history of the institutions that exist in the Bahamas.
In the Commonwealth, he is and was a respected figure from his knowledge, institutional knowledge, and expertise in parliamentary matters. So in this book, we are getting firsthand the account and the input of someone who is highly qualified, very knowledgeable, very experienced, not just in our own parliamentary democracy, but in other democracies within the Commonwealth.
The author's work does not just examine history, it challenges us to rethink our future. And for readers, what's the key takeaway?
I would want them to learn more about the Parliament, why it's important to our democracy, and what the position, and how it works in relation to the other branches of government, the executive branch and the judiciary. They try to explain those kind of things.
Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Thanks, Desmond. Well, it's breakfast with a twist Saturday morning as the Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis, trades the podium for the serving line, dishing up plates at his 4th annual community breakfast, providing all Bahamians with a chance to stop by, sharing in food and fellowship. The event, taking place at the PLP headquarters on Farrington Road, fosters the spirit of community Prime Minister Davis says is instilled in his administration.
Events like this is just a reminder to all of us what it's all about. We're here to serve, not to be served. And that is what this exercise does for all of us. This is our 4th anniversary week, and to commemorate that and heading into this next 5 years, where we intend to have an election within the next year or so, we thought we ought to mark this event with a special breakfast.
With giveaways, a complimentary breakfast, and music to keep the crowd energized, attendees say they are grateful for the opportunity to fellowship and feast.
I had a lot of fun. It's very awesome. You get to eat breakfast. People who do not eat breakfast, you get to see the PM personally, the DPM, and the rest of the MPs.
This is a very good thing, to show the community that the party appreciate them. So I'm very proud of my political party for bringing together the community and giving them out some nice, good, hot breakfast. Nothing cold, nice and hot.
The minister's coming out. It shows you that they're concerned. They're grateful for the support of the Bahamian people. And hopefully, whether you're effing them or not, you still could attend. We're all Bahamians at the end of the day. It's just love.
This looks good. This weekend, the Bahamas celebrated its brightest young talents at the prestigious 40 Under 40 Awards, an event designed to recognize individuals making significant impacts across a range of industries. Our West Calix Forbes has this report.
The shimmering lights of Bahama welcome tuxedos, black ties, gown, glitter, and bold ambition. Nassau's newest generation of change makers took center stage this weekend at the 40 Under 40 Awards. Honorees range from trailblazers in business and media to law, education, tourism, and beyond. Shamarko Forbes, consultant and co-founder, emphasized that the awards are not confined to traditional career paths.
We want to be able to recognize various individuals that are making an impact in the Bahamas. That's what we're about. It's not about the traditional doctors or lawyers.
Shamarko Forbes, consultant and co-founder, emphasized that the awards are not confined to traditional career paths.
I want them to sit back, relax, enjoy the experience, and enjoy being recognized for all the work they have done this far in their career.
The event keynote speaker, Sebastian Bastian, offered words of wisdom to attendees. His message resonated with those who have each demonstrated a commitment to using their talent to drive change.
So imagine you have a special person in your life and you want to get them a gift. So you take hours and hours of trying to find that perfect gift, and you find it. You wrap it, you put it in this great bowl, and you go home and you give it to that person. 3 months later, you go in the closet to get something, and the gift is right there in the closet with the bow still on it. How would that make you feel? Well, that's exactly how God feels when he gives you a gift and you leave it in the closet sitting there, untouched, unused, and unlived. So we're all given a special gift, not to hoard, but to be used to bless and create change and bless the lives of others.
Later that evening, the honorees were celebrated as they received their awards. 40 remarkable individuals shaping the future of the Bahamas, with some making waves internationally. From innovators to creators, those young leaders are leaving an incredible mark on the country's landscape, proving that talent, passion, and dedication knows no bound. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
Thanks, Wes. Hope and inspiration filled the air this weekend as young minds were encouraged to see what's possible while families stand beside them, dreaming together and celebrating those first steps forward toward a brighter, limitless future. Here's Amaya Moss with more.
The halls of Holy Trinity Church buzzed with possibility this weekend as students from across the nation stepped into the 4th annual College Fair, a place where dreams can begin to take shape and futures stretched beyond its borders. Event coordinator and head organizer of the event, Charlotte Knowles Thompson, underscores the event is for the emerging generation to fill their lives with purpose and to seize the world waiting just for them.
We want our students to go see the world, expand their horizons, prepare themselves for tomorrow, come back with the great ideas, with innovation, and just help build this nation. This is so important.
The College Fair offered inspiration, guidance, and hope, creating a space where families can dream together and envision a world filled with limitless possibilities.
I think this event is very crucial for young people such as myself to discover where they want to go in life, where they could consider their state, the places they want to go to discover themselves. So I think this is a very crucial event for one like myself because I want to be a dentist. So, you know, I really have to look around and discover and establish where I want to go.
And I think it's critical to our younger generation, especially in this day and age. Nelson Mandela said it best. I think education is the key to everything. And the younger students are off to a better start, given the opportunities like this college fair. I think it makes it a little easier for them.
And it was like a blessing.
Exploring majors, meeting mentors, and mapping out their futures. Students are taking a dive into college life before it even begins. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Still to come, it's in your nature to stand strong. Royston, Jeffrey Burnside, and Georgette Albury are going to tell you all about an upcoming forum on men's health and prostate awareness. And of course, our Basil Dean is standing by with the weather report. So stay close.
With the start of the new school year, D.W. Davis Junior High School Principal Latoya Barrows says she's excited and considering her school's outstanding BJC performance this year. She wants incoming students to know they're entering halls of excellence.
I think the 7th graders, despite being a little bit timid, a little bit shy,
we had some activities for them, and so we were ready for them. So as they came in, they were able to spin the wheel, they were able to pick a prize from the punch board, they were able to take a photo, and so all of that helps with the experience for our new 7th graders, and to let them know that, hey, this is Royal Country, and we do things a little bit differently here. Our theme this year is moving forward with purpose, passion, and performance. And so the make it simple for our students, we said purpose plus passion equals performance. And so that's exactly what we're looking for. We want everybody to know, what is your purpose? Why are you here? Once you know why you are here, then you can work towards getting in some of that passion back, starting to think about what do you like. Teachers will begin to make sure offer experiences that are varied for our students, and then as a result, we're looking for an increase not only in our GPA, but also in our BJC results.
And this 9th grader says she's working towards just that.
My goals are to achieve good BJC scores, and I'm looking forward to interacting with my peers and interacting with my fellow students of the school.
This is Ed Talk. All the best for this new school year.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
It's time for your Access weather forecast. Tropics very busy this evening. We have several tropical waves that we're keeping our eyes on, and they have some promising chance of development over the next several days. First of all, we have this area in the central Atlantic, and the Hurricane Center is giving it a 50% chance of development over the next few days. And just behind that, there's another tropical wave that we are not yet seeing on our map, and that one has an 80% chance of development, and that is the one that we'll have to keep our eyes on over the next several days. And then as we head into the western Caribbean Sea, low chance of development there, but even if it does develop, it should not be a problem for us here in the Bahamas. And then there is Gabrielle, now a Category 4 hurricane, packing winds of 140 miles per hour, and that is moving towards the north-northwest at about 12 miles per hour. It's not going to impact any coastal areas on its journey, but certainly by tomorrow it will pass just to the east of Bermuda, and then we'll see some weakening take place as we head into the middle part of the week as it moves over the more cooler waters of the northern Atlantic. And our live weather radar is showing pockets of showers and thunderstorms just to the south of the capital, and that is due to a trough that will remain in the area for the next couple of days. And your boating forecast tonight, right through the middle of the week, light and variable winds once again with those flat seas, but near those showers and thunderstorms, those winds and seas will be locally heavy at times. Now, your high tide, that will occur at 9:04 tonight, with another high tide at 9:26 tomorrow morning. And for the central and southeastern parts of our country, east to southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Goats and sheep, every week and fresh meat high, so high. The cost of living has gone sky high, so high, sky high. The cost of living has gone so high. Things ain't what used to be. Lazy children that eat plenty, appetite like shark attack. All they're doing is...
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Royce?
Thanks so much, Basil. Nature's Bounty is sponsoring a panel forum on men's health and prostate awareness. Here in studio with me are Jeffrey Burnside Jr., Nature's Bounty's brand manager, and Georgette Albury, sales and marketing manager of NASA Agencies Limited. Welcome to Access Now.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Yes.
Can you start by telling me why Nature's Bounty found it so important to get behind and sponsor this event?
Well, Nature's Bounty saw this initiative as an opportunity to just talk about men's health. As September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, we saw the need to rid the stigma. We as men don't like to talk about our health, and much less prostate, as we know the stigma around getting checked and all of that. Yes. And so we deemed this conversation important. And so we teamed up, got together some of the best persons to talk about what men's health is, why it's important, and what we as men could do to maintain and be the strong men that we need to be for our loved ones.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Now, the theme, it's in your nature to stand strong. I want you to tell me about the theme and the message behind that.
All right, so Nature's Bounty has been offering vitamins and supplements for well over 50 years. And our campaign for the past 2 years have been, it's in your nature.
Okay.
And so whether that be for women, it's in your nature to glow, for our men, it's in your nature to stand strong, or whether it is, it's in your nature to thrive. We want everyone to know that whatever it is that you want to do, it's already inside you. Nature's Bounty is just here to supplement you. And not just supplement you with the vitamins and the supplements, but also with the right information. And so we're just taking it a next step, supplementing you with your vitamins and supplements, and then supplementing you with the right information to be able to stand strong.
I've got to say, personally, I use a lot of Nature's Bounty supplements myself. The list is going on. And I keep on seeing new things in the store and go, I want to get that as well. Okay. Can you tell me about the panelists who will be on it and some of the topics they'll be talking about at this very important event?
Sure. We have a very experienced panel of men. Right, so men talking to men. So we have Dr. William Hamilton. He is a medical practitioner. So he will be talking about general men's health and the importance of getting checked. Okay. You know, going for your annual checkups, going, you know, the minute you feel something is off, you go to your doctor. Then we also have Dr. Gregory Pinto. He's a urologist, so he will, you know, dive into prostate health and, you know, getting the screening done and the importance of getting the screening done. And then we have Harrison Thompson. He will be speaking about mental health, right, and the importance of men, you know, making sure that they are in the right mind space to, you know, because they have a lot to manage. They have their families and everything, and then of course their health and how to manage health challenges mentally. And then we have Father James Palacios. He is a prostate cancer survivor. So he will be talking about his journey as his journey continues and what he's doing to keep himself in remission. And the host of the show is Dr. Trevor Johnson, PhD.
This is a wide range of expertise and information. Tell us when it will be and where it will be, please.
So it will be held at the University of Bahamas on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. at the Harry Seymour Auditorium, the Library Auditorium, at 6 p.m. It's a free event, so bring out your husbands, your brothers, your uncles, your nephews, and there will be refreshments served, and the first 100 men will receive a free gift bag with lots of goodies.
That sounds great.
Yes.
Georgette, Jeffrey, it's been an absolute pleasure having you, and from Team Access, I wish you all the best, of course, with the forum. I want to, of course, say it's time now to check in with Total Sports to see what's on tap.
And after 8 days of competition, action wrapping up at the World Athletics Championships. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
It's the glitziest night in agriculture, where roots run deep and the spotlight shines bright. The Agrarian Awards 2025 takes center stage on Saturday, October 18th at the Atlantis Paradise Island Grand Ballroom. And you need to be there. Presented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources and the Agricultural Development Organization. Get your tickets now at adobahamas.org or call 397-7400 for more information. The Agrarian Awards 2025, planting with heart and soil.
with Ruby's Ultratech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultratech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultratech.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Monday evening sports check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. After 8 days of competition over in Tokyo, Japan, the World Athletics Championships came to a close on Saturday at the Japan National Stadium. Closing things out for the Bahamas on Saturday would be our final athlete in the competition, decathlete Kendrick Thompson, finishing off his 10 events in the men's decathlon. Just the 3rd time in the history of the Bahamas that we had a decathlete compete in a global outdoors meet. And for the first time, one would finish in the top 10 as he would finish 8th overall. Now, a short overview of the Bahamas' performance at this year's World Champs. The 242 failing to bring home an individual medal for the first time in recent years. Bahamas' top finishes would come from 60-meter world record holder Devin Charlton, who would make another global final in the women's 100-meter hurdles, where she would take home a 6th place finish and a season's best time of 12:49. Also making the finals of the women's 200 meters would be Anthony Strawn, after powering through injuries in the semis to secure her spot, but would ultimately be scratched due to a false start. And there will be a new WNBA champion this year after Jonquel Jones from New York Liberty were ousted from the playoffs this weekend. Jones posting just 3 points along with 13 rebounds. With Phoenix Mercury star Alyssa Thomas would score 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists in her 5th career playoff double to help the Mercury advance with a 79-73 win. Brianna Stewart, 5 days after spraining the MCL in her left knee in overtime of the game-1 win, scored 30 points, including the last 14 in the 4th quarter for the Liberty. Serena Ionescu added 22, but the rest of the Liberty struggled. Now a tough offseason lies ahead for the club, with about 80% of the league set to become free agents this offseason. Eyes will be on the Liberty's 2020 #1 overall pick, Serena Ionescu, as she's slated to be an unrestricted free agent for the first time in her career after extending her rookie contract in 2023. And let's look at your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
We got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We love to brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. These 14s get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, and Shop Smart, and Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Hello, bonjour, hola, hello, ciao.
No matter where your passport takes you, BTC roaming keeps you effortlessly connected. Enjoy seamless calls, lightning-fast data, and affordable roaming across the globe. No SIM swaps, no stress. Just one network, working everywhere. So go ahead, explore the world, and still be just a call away from home.
Get this straight to our new sales and marketing office, Centerville House, 5th floor, ASAP.
New sales and marketing office, Centerville House, 5th floor, quick.
New sales and marketing office in Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West, 5th floor, on my way.
New sales and marketing office, Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West, 5th floor.
You could have caught a ride with me. We're only a block away from ZNS.
ZNS Sales and Marketing has moved to the 5th floor, Centerville House, 2nd Terrace West. For more information, call 502-3800.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. You're looking at an aerial shot of some kids playing on a basketball court on the property of St. Augustine's College, founded in 1945 by the Very Reverend Frederick U. Frey, the prior of the Benedictine Order in the Bahamas. Let's head on over to Grand Bahama to say happy birthday to a 98-year-old social media influencer. Let's go.
As part of her 98th birthday celebrations, Beverly Wallace Whitfield paid a courtesy call on Governor General the Honorable Cynthia Mother Pratt with her family. Mrs. Wallace Whitfield, widow of Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, one of the founding fathers of the Free National Movement, is a resident of Marlena's home island, Grand Bahama. I'm sure the celebration on that island was absolutely epic. Lady Wallace Whitfield spends most of her time on social media these days. She's becoming quite the influencer. From us here at Team Access Now, we wish you a very special happy birthday and hope to see her on set in a couple of years when she celebrates that 100-year milestone. Marlena?
Thanks, Royston. I'm sure it was an awesome celebration for Lady Wallace Whitfield. Just as awesome as Let's Talk Socials with Matea Cunningham. And tonight, you get your lesson on how to use a roundabout.
Hi audience, welcome back to Let's Talk Socials. Now, we all know about roundabouts in the Bahamas and how they're a whole experience, but today we're looking at a viral video that shows us exactly how not to use one. In this clip, a driver on the far left decided to create what can only be called a third lane. Yes, you heard me correctly. Instead of following the flow, they slid all the way around, squeezing between cars like they had a personal exit ramp. This is something only you can see. Take a look.
Hell no. Come on, Wayne. To the no, no, no. Come on, come on. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Come on. Hell no, no. To the no, no. To the no, 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 no. To the no, no. To the no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the no, no.
Roundabouts are already confusing for some, but this move, it takes the cake. Cars were forced to brake, honks were flying, and let's just say it's a miracle there wasn't an accident. The video has everyone online talking and texting. Some people are laughing it off, others are calling for stronger driver education. So what do you think? Was this just an honest mistake, or do we need a whole public service announcement on roundabout etiquette? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today's Let's Talk Socials. See you next week.
Marlene, I love my Bahamian people, but we certainly need some help on these roundabouts.
Always can use a refresher. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's going to do it for Access Now for tonight. Make sure to join us tomorrow night when Jamelia Jaffer brings us the word on Krabby Juice.
And Royston what?
I know. I promise you that's the name of the place. I'm not making that up. And if Urca calls, I'm sticking to that story.
Anyway, stay tuned for the Rundown with Clint Watson. His guests tonight are Kayla Smith and her daughter, Decrizia Bartlett, and they are talking about sickle cell disease. Good night, everybody.
Can you imagine our kids on their own? We can't just look away.
Are you sure these people want us?
I know they do. You can call me Mama. Oh, Lord.
If we can't wrap our arms around the most vulnerable, then what do we have? Noise! And the children can't take the noise anymore.
We want the ones that nobody else wants.
Who hurt you, baby? I'm not giving up on you. You can't give up on me either. What we gonna do? Everybody's falling apart.
I'm doing the best I can.
We gotta work on this together. We your people now. And love never gives up.
We lead off with this report. This one is a good one to lead off with for Sunday.
Your weekend news just got better. Exciting features, good vibes. It's all about the feeling.
Hey, I'm Raven, and your Sundays never felt so good. Tune into Northern Service Vibes, where culture meets conversation, every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on the ZNS Network.
Put my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness. It's M-A-D-I-O Mario, and I'm inviting you to tune into Entertainment Fridays on the Bahamas tonight. Access now at 7:30 p.m. You miss it, you diss it. Fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn to ask for help.
That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
PREP stands for Prepare, Refocus, Educate, and Produce. When young people come to the program, we make them feel comfortable. We may break out into groups. When Philip asked Nathaniel said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Has anyone said, "Can anything good come out of Canaan Lane? Can anything good come out of Ball's Alley?" There are a lot of young people in Canaan Lane who are excelling in track, who are doing well in school. What I started PREP to help to do, to get people to understand and notice that there are problems and issues that are going on with our young people, that indeed we who can do something should do something. And so PREP is here for them, creating the opportunities, letting them know that there is potential that you have not yet discovered within yourself. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
Coming this fall, Royston Jones and Melina Leonard on the Bahamas Tonight. Access now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Tune in and get your fill of community news. Family Island news, entertainment, and, well, sometimes slithering animals. That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
But I'm giving you 1 month to find a job, or you can find one of your little friends that's gonna let you sleep on their couch for free.
Can I help you? I'm just trying to talk to a young lady right here. I need for you to leave my shop right now. I'm gone.
It's hard for a woman to call out the man and her son. I just need some prayer support.
I'm just trying to see about a job, right? I ain't heard about nothing. What, you a salesman for this company?
I'm the president. That's for more. I want to introduce you to a small group of men that mean the world to me.
We grow together, we eat together. It's one of the most important things I've ever done in my life.
God has forgiven me so much. Who was I to refuse to forgive?
Okay, Jesus, I give it to you. Isaiah, welcome to the Forge.
Now that is good. Miss Claire, I need you to come by here more often. Keisha needs you.
At Harold One, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.
The Rundown is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us for another week. Thanks so much for being here. It's always good to have you here. Without you, there'll be no me. Well, we begin tonight with a story that's the talk of the country. It's meant to be good news for thousands of civil servants poised to receive pay raises later this year. But it's news that's being met with mixed reviews and even some skepticism. Today, the Labor Minister responded to those critics, calling this nothing but political theater. Corval Parfum joins me live in studio tonight with more on this story. Good evening, Corval. What can you tell us?
Well, here's another political row to start the week. Pending salary increases outlined for public servants expected in the December payment. The recent review of exercise for thousands of government workers was carried out by the Ministry of Finance, the Minister of Labor, and the Public Service. The Honorable Pia Glover-Rolls shared these comments on those salary adjustments.
Our government has been giving increases 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025 because we promised to bring our public servants up to where they should be. Prior to this, there's been no increase for public servants since 2016. So we're happy to be able to do what we can to improve the conditions for our public servants. In this instance, this is bringing their salaries in line, according to the Ministry of Finance, with their counterparts in the region.
So thousands of employees expected to benefit. So why would this be considered political theater? Employees not covered in the June adjustment will receive a minimum of 2 salary increments, with the size of the increase varying by category. The purpose is to close the wage gap between the public service and the wider public sector and ensure fairness for Bahamian workers. College graduates, including graduate nurses and graduate teachers, will see their base compensation increase by about 19% over the same period. Now, when asked about her thoughts on this, Minister Glover-Rolls had this to say.
That has nothing to do with the salary review. There are varied avenues for public servants to access increases in the public service. One is officers serving with degrees. There's a continual culture of upskilling in the public service, and as employees upskill, they get rewarded through increments for attaining a higher level of education.
Okay, many of these payments will be made retroactively, and workers can expect to begin seeing those payments by December 1st. Clint?
Corval, just before you go, because I was questioning that just now. You're saying that this will be made retroactive. Do we have a timeline as to when in December? Is this coming in the beginning of December, mid-December, end of December? Do we even know what part of December these payments are going to be made?
Well, they're shooting high here, and they say that these payments should start by as early as December 1.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to see what happens with that. Thanks a lot, Corval Python, reporting live in the studio tonight. Well, the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence is firing back after learning that the Valley Boys were excluded from government's recent funding presentation. In a statement, the group says it was shocked and disappointed by the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg's remarks, suggesting they would not receive funds because of a court ruling, noting the matter is still before the Court of Appeal. The Valley Boys add they were previously assured in a meeting with the minister that they will remain qualified and eligible for funding. Now, despite the controversy, the group says preparations are well underway, and the world-famous Valley Boys will be on Bay Street this Boxing Day and New Year's Day. Well, Minister Boleg responded firmly when reporters asked him about the matter, stating that the Valley Boys are misleading the public.
I met with 2 of the executive of the 1958 Valley Boys, or the world famous as they call themselves. I instruct them to provide the necessary documents and PIN number, that every groups provide legal document from the government that will make us compliant as a government ministry to provide them with seed funding. They say they will go ahead and do that and bring it back. According to the law, I, as the minister, or my ministry, cannot supersede the ruling of the court. And the court indicated and made a ruling that one group has the title to the name and one doesn't.
So there you have it, right? Now, we've been saying, this is so interesting because I just said last week, there's peace in the Junkanoo community, but how long would it last? And it's not even been a week yet. And here we are with some other issue again. This time, obviously, the world-famous Valley Boys concerned about the seed money that they did not get or not receive. The minister here explaining that he said, present your documents, present what it is you have to present, and you'll be eligible. He also talked about the fact that, listen, the court's rule, and he is correct. He, as executive of the executive branch, cannot act on anything other than what courts have said. And if courts say, listen, that you cannot use the name, then he can't present seed money to an organization using a name. It's in violation of the court. Now, whether you like it or not, it's not his decision, it is the court's decision. And so the minister is correct there. But again, I understand the need for the seed money, right? Because if you know anything about Junkanoo, it is very expensive, an expensive undertaking. It costs so much money just to get to Bay Street. And so these groups look forward to the seed money. That's why I was saying, I don't know why you cut up with the government, because you still need the money from the government, right? Nobody else can give you the money. And so at the end of the day, here they are fighting themselves without that seed money. That's crucial for them to be able to prepare. But I don't know, we'll see how these things play out. There are always twists and turns along the road, new developing aspects of this story, and we're going to continue to watch it, because at the end of the day, we want to see Junkanoo win. I keep saying it. Junkanoo belongs to the people. We want to see it win. And that means we've got to be able to get beyond these differences and be able to enjoy this cultural expression. I mean, nowadays, Junkanoo used to come so easy. Nowadays, just to have Bay Street showdowns during the Christmas, you have to go through all of this drama just to get to the success of the parades, just to exhale. But hey, that's the price you pay when you're developing and maturing and going to new levels. Well, we've got an information-packed, I should say, well, Alto should say, we've got an information-packed show for you tonight. There are many Bahamian business owners, by the way, who've decided to sell and market their own products. The term we use for that is manufacturing. And believe it or not, there are many Bahamians who do this, and they do it well. We're going to introduce you to some of them tonight. If you followed my platform from when I was press secretary in the office of the Prime Minister, we focus heavily on businesses. Every week for the press briefing, we started a new initiative to highlight Bahamian businesses, because I recognized that there was something unique happening in our country coming out of COVID. People who found their backs up against the walls, or were either furloughed or found themselves without work, did something remarkable to survive. They took a plunge, and that business idea that was on the shelf, or that wonderful idea that they felt they could not do, they did it. And many businesses are born today because of people taking the leap. And in this country, we're seeing small businesses thrive. And we don't pay, I believe, enough attention on small businesses, because they are really the hook in our economy to keep the middle class going. And so I thought it important tonight to focus the show on some of our businesses, entrepreneurs who are doing amazing things. You're going to hear about some of their products tonight. We're going to talk to them about what works, what doesn't work, what are they looking for, what is the Bahamas in the future for them as entrepreneurs, because that's going to be the backbone of our economy. We're going to talk about that. And then, of course, a little later in the show, we'll discuss an ailment that many people don't talk about or may not be aware of. That's called sickle cell disease. We have a mother and a daughter on tonight who will shed light on their plight with sickle cell. They want to use this opportunity to better educate Bahamians on the impact of this disease. I'm looking forward to that conversation tonight. Stay with us. The Rundown here on the ZNS Network. We get started right after the break. Stay close.
At Frame Studio, as soon as you enter the door, we showcase any individual that comes in there and make it feel like they are at home. The space itself is 1,800 square foot. Our side wall, which is industry standard also, is 24 feet wide. You can do anything that you can possibly think of. At Frame Studio, under our theme, Now Create More, we look at Frame Studio as a canvas. And any artist knows a canvas is blank, and then you create whatever you want to do, right? So we have where you could rent tools. We even have workstations that people could rent out. To anyone inspiring to do what I've done, or what my colleagues have done, or any other journey, I would say to you, don't be afraid. The worst someone can actually tell you is no. So if you have a vision, you have an idea, not everyone will get it. But if you believe in your vision, you believe in your idea, I say go wholeheartedly at it.
For more information about the Creative Entrepreneurs Initiative and the Crafting the Bahamas workshops, email info@sbdcbahamas.com or call us at 461-7232.
Are you ready for the hardest sports show on the market? It's called The Timeout. Sundays on the ZNS television network. In our first show, 4 decades of sports in the country.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Can you imagine our kids on their own? We can't just look away.
Are you sure these people want us?
I know they do. You can call me Mama. Oh, Lord.
If we can't wrap our arms around the most vulnerable, then what do we have? Noise! And the children can't take the noise anymore.
We want the ones that nobody else won't.
Who hurt you, baby? I'm not giving up on you. You can't give up on me either. What we gonna do? Everybody's falling apart.
I'm doing the best I can.
We gotta work on this together. We young people now. That love never gives up.
Welcome back to the show. A special good night to all of you who are joining us on your various platforms. Those of you watching on Flow TV, those of you who are watching on YouTube, those of you here in the Lions Den, I see you. Always good to have you with us throughout the country. Those of you in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and of course around the Caribbean, and those watching internationally around the world. It's always a pleasure to have you here on The Rundown. Always good to have you. Good night. Well, while many Bahamians have ventured into building their own businesses, there are many out there who actually manufacture their own products. Yeah. And they want to better educate Bahamians on the benefits of manufacturing and its impact on the domestic business sector. We have food and beverage manufacturers on the show tonight. We're starting off in this segment with Jose and Shantia Wallace of Heritage Signature Lemonade. And I can tell you, I've been trying to grab it all and I didn't tell me not yet. And of course, Island Boy Beverages President Sean Colley. Welcome to the show. It's great to have all of you here.
Thank you. Thank you, Glenn.
So, you know, I'm gonna start off with the Bahamian line. How y'all making it? Because I know it's not easy as small businesses in this country, especially when you're trying to create a product that people can have consistently. And then again, you talk about manufacturing. I'm sure that has its own hurdles to overcome in manufacturing. So talk to us about how has it been, how long since you've been in business? Let's start right there.
We pretty much just started. Business owners.
Summer.
Yeah.
This summer.
This summer.
Oh, y'all do.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Just started.
How has that been for you?
We had some hurdles. Manufacturing, sourcing
the limes and the lemons for the product.
So hold on, it's real lime and lemon?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Squeeze for press.
Organic.
Squeeze.
So this ain't no powder, no formula. This the real deal.
Real deal.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about this. I'm interested now. I got to taste this tonight. Right, go ahead.
Okay, so history behind it. Our daughter, she's so ambitious. She wanted to start this lemonade thing. And instead of doing it the old-fashioned way, with my line of business, I tried to get her into business, trying to learn business instead of...
Because you're already in business, I take it.
Yes, sir.
So you know, this ain't nothing new to you. You know, you already understand business.
I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Oh, wow. A what?
Serial entrepreneur.
What that mean?
I just get into...
Oh, you mean that kind of cereal? I thought you were them, you make cereal. What?
No, multiple businesses.
Got you. All right. Good. All right, and so, since you started this, what has the feedback been like for you?
It's been great. It's been great. The traction has been outrageous, tremendous.
I tell you right now, it is great.
Let us know live.
I'm gonna tell you live on TV. Well, first of all, I can smell the lime.
Yes.
So that caught my attention right away. When you open it, you don't smell you don't smell store shelf. You smell the actual natural thing. And I can tell you, it tastes amazing.
Thank you.
This is a good product.
Thank you.
And that's the...
And this don't taste like chemicals. There's some other stuff out there in the markets that doesn't taste as authentic. This is really authentic.
Organic, yes.
Good job with this.
Thank you.
So I ain't gonna go over one. I go over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over one. All right. So talk about some of the challenges you've had to overcome as a manufacturer.
Just prices, price gouging.
Every day the limes aren't the same, the prices.
Quality.
So we go into stores, and some days it's higher, some days it's lower. And we can't get it in bulk because they can spoil on us. And then sometimes when we do get like just 1 or 2 boxes, some come rotten, right? So it's a good and a bad thing buying in bulk. So the difficulty is the fluctuation of the prices.
So, and I'm going to ask you that I know there is a hard challenge between keeping that authentic product and that taste, and then having to move more closer to being able to preserve it with shelf life, and then you end up mixing with the naturalness of it because you're trying to preserve it, or you're trying to use chemicals that may perhaps give, or ingredients, I should say.
But we don't want to come a step away from the natural taste, because like you said, you like that taste, you smell it.
I can smell it.
Yeah, so we want to stay in that same line. As much as we can keep it natural, we'll try our best to.
We have 11 flavors.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell them your flavors.
Yeah.
Tell them your flavors. I gotta drink all these tonight. Tell them your flavors.
We have guava, ginger, passion fruit.
Oh, passion fruit is one of my favorite. I've not had it, but I mean, I love passion fruit.
Yeah, we have
anything
mango.
passion fruit.
We have lychee.
Lychee too?
Oh, blueberry.
You just found yourself a new customer. Look here, stop enabling me.
The mango.
Yeah, we have a few. Look, that's the strawberry.
That's the.
Hold on now.
Guava. That's the guava.
This is real guava. I can feel and smell and taste the guava in this.
Yes.
Oh, this is good, y'all.
Thank you.
I'm endorsing this, yeah. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I'm endorsing it. This is good. This is good stuff. Okay, so let's give them a break a second. Tell us about your company.
Okay, Island Boy Beverages. We have been in the market for about 5 years. But you know, I started off distributing Nantucket nectars, and I learned that when Nantucket Nectar sold the company, they sold it to another company, and we lost Nantucket Nectars. So the owner, Tom, who was a friend of mine, called me and said 10 years later, Sean, I need you to distribute this product for me. So I started distributing that for him. And then what happened? He sold that company. So I started to say, yes, well, guess what? Anybody who sell anything from now on, me selling it.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And this is how we as Bahamians have to think, because this Bahamas and all the products that we sell in the Bahamas should always be Bahamians first.
Yes.
You know, I observe us like Independence Week, for instance, right? And I'm amused because I see how we are so, you know, we into it and all that. You know what I mean? Musicians make money, the vendors make money, you know, but why don't we have that 365 days a year, that spirit?
Instead of just doing independence, we think Bahamian.
Yeah, we think Bahamian Independence Week. You know, we should support Bahamians 365 days a year because this economy is whose? This is our economy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're correct. We were just visiting the other day Jamaica, where we were doing some business deals there, and the majority of the products that you see that people buy are Jamaican-made products.
Thank you very much.
The foreign imported products are the minority, and they cost.
Thank you
people
very
don't
much.
pay for them, and Jamaicans are supporting their own. And why aren't we adopting the same thing?
And see, let me tell you what happens. Whether it's music or whether it's food products, et cetera, when we support other products, other music, other cultures, we actually financing them to develop and build their countries better with our money. And that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
You know?
How has the support been for you from the Bahamian people?
I've been very good, very good. Like I said, friends, family. Now you're going to be addicted.
Thanks to y'all. Yeah. This is good. How far are you going with this? I mean, because some people say, well, we sell out of our business. Are you putting them in stores? Are you putting them in other locations so Bahamians can access them?
Yes, sir. Right now we're in about 6 stores, bars. We're in a few bars, and one store particularly, Sound Oil Imports.
Nice.
But the feedback from it, everybody wants us to get into more stores. So we're trying to get to about 10 stores before the end of September.
That's excellent. What about the retailing stores, like the supermarkets, the big ones? How are products doing in those sectors?
Well, I mean, with me and how I sell products, I don't have any issue getting my products in stores.
Good.
But what my focus is now is to bring the manufacturing plant because I manufactured my products in Vietnam.
Wow.
But now what I'm doing, since we had this tariff situation with the U.S. and all that, it affected my business from manufacturing in Vietnam. So we're now bringing the equipment to the Bahamas.
Good.
And we're going to have a state-of-the-art factory and a state-of-the-art production line in the Bahamas.
Hats off to you with that.
You know, so.
Hats off to you. What is next for you? We hear what's next for him, and I can't wait. I'm excited to see that. What is next for you?
It's expansion. That's expansion. More stores, create more volume, create more money, revenue, more staff, take it on, you know. That's what manufacturing is all about.
How has the support been from government and the agencies from the arms of government in manufacturing businesses?
I'm not really versed on it. I think
because you've been doing this on your own. Because you're the serial entrepreneur.
But this is a whole line of different thing for me.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm in trucking.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So
trucking is a good business.
Yeah.
It's a good business. Whatever it costs to get a truck around here nowadays, it's a good business. I smell you doing good.
Okay, but yeah, what we have to do, like I say, this is our Bahamas, and our products should come first, just like you said, and I observed it too. When I was in Jamaica and every Caribbean country I go to, pardon me, every Caribbean country I go to, their products are the priority. And this is what we need assistance from government in doing, because there shouldn't be a store where we don't have, like, let's say a Bahamian section. You know what I mean? But I don't want the Bahamian section. I want the whole store for us.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
And this is the attitude that we need to have, because this is our Bahamas.
Yes.
And we should always come first.
Well, listen, congratulations to you. I totally subscribe to that. And hopefully we will see the turning point of it as we focus more on Bahamian businesses and manufacturing particularly. Because, you know, we know about all the other restaurants and food services, but manufacturing has so much advantages for our local economy if we can really put the support behind it and get it going. So congratulations to you. And we look forward to seeing you guys at the top. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And I now have a new juice company. All this sugar. Stay with us. We're going to meet some more manufacturers right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics.
Over 3 million shipwrecks on the ocean floor, just waiting to be found. Nothing is truly ever lost at sea, only hidden by time and sand. When I put this fleet together, it wasn't just for fun. And although we do have fun, we never lose sight of our goal. Right here, right now, we are on a mission.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here sitting in our amazing studio. Well, I'm preparing for my new show coming this fall. In Depth with Mukesh Lapinder is a Sunday magazine-style show with timely investigations and deep explorations into the country's ills and triumphs. So join me on Sundays at 10 a.m. this fall for long-form and engaging conversations. And remember, only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back to the Rockdown. I'm crazy doing that. That's this thing I don't like in it. Welcome back to the Rundown. We're talking Bahamian manufacturing tonight. Time to talk with the food manufacturers. We've got Ian Munnings of Little Things International and Ken Ray Marsh of Uncle Dave's Pepper. Thanks for joining us on the Rundown. Welcome, gentlemen.
A pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Let's start with you. Tell me about Uncle Dave's products.
Uncle Dave's Pepper is a pepper sauce. We have gold pepper, finger pepper, and a few other ingredients in there. It's more about...
Like I said, a few other ingredients in there. You're never get that full recipe.
It's there.
We don't tell you every day.
It's all on the label, but it's about flavor for us. While we want to provide nice seasoning to your food, we want you to experience the food as well. So it's great with many local dishes, sauces, soups, anything like that. You can drop some on.
Throw some Daves on that?
Throw some Daves.
Listen, how did this business come about?
Well, actually, Uncle Dave was my father-in-law. He passed away in 2016. His name was David Blake. He traveled a lot because my mother-in-law is a cruise coordinator, well, travel agent, and they visited many ports, and he realized in visiting ports you would find many sauces and pepper, jams, different things in those ports, but when you come to the Bahamas, it was limited or non-existent.
Correct.
So we started, he made the sauce, and when he passed in 2016, he passed on the recipe to my wife. And we took up the mantle in 2018. We started a fusion out of pepper sauce and we manufactured it for them. It was branded under their name. And then after the pandemic, we went ahead and we moved full force with places like Margaritaville, The Point. We got into food stores, a super value food store, and then we're on a few different islands as well, restaurants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, I'm so excited to see that we're doing this, right? The pandemic turned out to be a blessing in disguise. We saw it as something horrible because we remember the nightmares of being locked down, but that's a different story. Let's stop it. But the fact that what came out of this pandemic is business opportunities. And I think that's so great. Y'all owe Dr. Minister an apology. But anyway, I'm on politics tonight. But the packaging is what I'm so impressed by because it's professionally done. How difficult is it really in making sure your products stand out?
Well, like you said, packaging is everything. We took a while before we even came up with the design. We tried one graphic designer. He gave us a few options. It didn't line up with what we were looking for. And my wife's cousin, who's actually a part of our business as well, he sent us a design, and it was we knew when we saw it, this is what we want.
Right.
So his name, Kevin Fox, Clever Fox. If you want to look him up, if you have a business, he's great at graphic design. And we always wanted, we know presentation is everything with food.
Yes.
You taste with your eyes first. Whatever, that's where it begins. So we wanted to make sure we give people something beautiful to look at.
That would draw your attention. You go to the shelf and you see that product like that, you're like, oh, what is this now? And I think you did an excellent job in being able to do that. Let's talk about, let's go from pepper sauce to talk about some of these products here. We see the Johnny Cake. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, my business was started in 2017. And with my Grammy was a baker, world-renowned baker.
Wow.
And so she was a real island woman. And so I used to watch her as she baked and she cooked, and people flew all over the world just to come see her. And I said, you know what, one day I said, you know, let's stop doing the conventional way where she just cooks and stuff like that and then pattern it to put it in the box. And so one day we were just messing around. I started to do the jam, because we call it Mommy Jam It, and it spiraled out of the jam into the Johnny Cake mix, because I wanted to preserve our heritage, because I felt like we were missing something. And so I traveled extensively, and when I started to look at every country, and I started to see their things and things that represented them as a people, and I looked at our people and said that we have about 11 million people coming here. What percentage of that are those persons buying that are Bahamian? And that poses a big, stop for me.
Now, this is interesting because, you know, people who love Johnny Cake and can't make it, this is your excuse. Pass it up.
This is your excuse to make sure you get it.
That's your excuse. You know, you get a new relationship, and you tell your boyfriend, I'm gonna do some boiled fish and Johnny Cake for you, and you realize you can't bake. Well, this is how you make the impression. You go grab this mix, and you get it together. So all you need is a cup of water, a half a cup of milk or evaporated cream. All right, y'all know what that is, right? Because some of y'all women, y'all don't know how to cook. All right, and then a quarter cup of vegetable shortening.
That's it.
All right, that's it. And then you throw, you throw some of the dust all over your clothes, make it look as if you was slaving and you was kneading and stuff. And when he comes over, he said, hey, I see you're working hard in the kitchen. He said, oh, yes, I was up all morning making this Johnny Cake. I want it to be just right for you, baby. And then you put it in the oven, and he eat that, and he said, oh, my goodness. You got him. You got him. And then when you go tell everybody in this family, my girlfriend, she'll bring the Johnny Cake. You got to make sure you have at least 6 boxes today. Because you got to be able to keep it consistent and make Johnny Cake, right? But this is what you do. This is how you can ensure you're going to get the Johnny Cake to come out right every time.
Every time.
And it be on point. And it tastes just, listen, y'all, I tasted it. It's really good stuff. It's probably one of the best Johnny Cakes you would ever mix together and take. And I'm thinking tourists probably want to carry this because it's something new they find when they come to the Bahamas and they hear Johnny Cake, and you ask them, okay, do you like it? Yeah. Is there somewhere I can make it? How do I make it? And you said, man, just carry the box. And you're good to go.
And you know the thing about this product, when we created this, Glenn, we didn't just create the original versions that. We also created it in cornmeal. So we giving you a southern taste. So it's giving you that U.S. southern taste.
And you know Americans love that southern cornmeal, cornbread.
It's particularly how we do on the islands, like when they actually grind the corn down very fine. So it doesn't have that brittle taste. And so we've given you that cornmeal with a southern taste, but that down-hole Bahamian feel. And then we also created that in gluten-free, for those persons who have sensitive stomach and so forth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, definitely. And so this is just some of our products, because we also created the first guava cake mix in a box also.
Guava cake mix?
Yes, sir. We have an array of different products, and Bahamians did it. So, you know, when the consensus is that once it's Bahamian, it may become, or they assume that it's inferior. But my thing is that Bahamians have shown up to every major platform, and we didn't just show up, but we also showed out. You asked the question and you said that what needs to take place?
Right.
What needs to take place is we have to take food security seriously.
I agree.
We're looking at our country, we're looking at our direction of we going forward. The food industry is a $1 trillion industry. We're importing 98% of all of our food, Clint. And if a small percentage of that, we start to take it down at 1%, 2%, 3%, and then we can ask ourselves, how many people have become millionaires in our own country through these products that we have? And so any country that does not grow their food, they become now a servant to those people that do. Look at what we had at 9/11, Glenn. 9/11, the whole world was on a storm.
That's right.
Nothing were moving. The question the government would have asked our wholesalers, our retailers, how much food would you have in the inventory? This is our government asking, how much food in our inventory? When they said, we don't have sufficient food to last us 3 months. That's something for us to look at.
It's a serious thing.
So we can't just look by a conversation. This has to take action. And how do we ensure that the Bahamian people, these young entrepreneurs that are coming out here, putting their best foot forward, because it's not easy in business, Clint. Not in the environment that we are thriving in.
Right.
You know, what I try to tell people is the difference between the pencil pushers and those that are entrepreneurs. Every day you get up, you're going to be challenged by so many different things, Clint. Just to stay in business, to stay afloat, that is the difficult task as a Bahamian. So we're looking at us as Bahamian, 400 or 1,000 people. But you're looking at the magnitude of how we touch the world. We understand that product is a trillion-dollar industry. Product is a global thing. The only way these brands can survive, you need the backing of your government. This is what Jamaica did with Grace.
Yes.
Grace has now performed itself and turned into a $2.7 billion company.
Can you imagine? And they're out of Jamaica.
And they're out of Jamaica. I mean, they're in the back of us. We're supposed to be leading the charge based on our geographical positioning. You're asking yourself the question, a company that was backed by the Jamaican government is now $2.7 billion. This company has now launched their products all over the world. So then you're asking yourself, that passport holder belongs to Jamaica. That money will go back into Jamaican bank. That money will surface in the Jamaican society. That will go into employment, infrastructure, that will go to all of these basic things. So I'm asking you the question, in regards to any government that is looking forward to actually exploiting the manufacturing to lower the cost of import, this is where we have to do it. We have to say one thing. We have to create moratoriums to ensure these Bahamian manufacturers, this is a place for them. This is their home. This is the Bahamas. We have to
create a sacred space for our own manufacturing businesses. And let me say, here's why I think it's so easy for us to thrive. Because we already have the background. We're a world-leading destination in tourism. And when you are hosting and visitors and guests, one thing they got to do is eat.
Definitely.
And so there should be no reason why manufacturing businesses can't thrive, because even if we don't have the numbers, you know, the concern is always our population is so small, Jamaica has millions of people, so therefore at the end of the day...
We have 11 million tourists.
Right, that's my point. They say, no, we have the people, Bahamians, you know, there's only 400,000 of us that we know about. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you have 11 million because you got tourists. And they got to eat. They got to go to the restaurants. They got to go to the hotels. And so if your products are being used in these areas, then why can't you be thriving? Why can't, if these sauces be used in the recipes that they're making in the hotels, why not to give it an authentic Bahamian flavor? Why are we using other stuff? You know, I love Tabasco, but what, the Tabasco made in the Bahamas?
No.
And if I can get that same kind of flavor and hit that I got to get from Tabasco, I love me some Tabasco. If I get that same hit from this?
Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave.
Once you try it, I'm sure you'll never
go back to Tabasco
again.
See? There is an MOU that is signed in regards to the hotels. The government gives the hotels concessions. It's supposed to be 1/3 Bahamian products that we'll be seeing into hotels. We haven't seen the enforcement of that. We haven't seen those places.
Hold on, there's actually something in place?
Yes, sir. There's been in place, but nobody has been taking over.
I'm about to say, who making sure that that's actually happening?
That's the question. And so if we're gonna give the hoteliers concessions to bring in whatever they're gonna bring in, duty-free or whatever they're doing, and 75% of the monies that the hotels make never see the Bahamas. Those are lodged in those outer banks. So they're operating basically on between 25 and 35% and overall cost between staff, maintenance, etc. How do we chip into that? We have to enforce these things. We have to then say as a country, as a government, this is the way forward. We have to be able to believe in our people. We have to stand behind them. We have to back them. We have to take these products and take them globally. And that's not just from a conversation. That's from an action perspective. This can happen overnight by the strike of a pen. That's just as simple as that. So if we mean food security, if we're talking about getting our country back in order, to placing our country where it needs to be, this is the action we must take.
Let me tell you, this is the perfect time to do it. I keep telling people, these are the kind of real issues we ought to be discussing as we talk about political season, right?
Yes.
Things that are healthy, that are productive, that are about the future. Right now, but foolishness don't make no sense to me.
No.
You ought to be looking and seeing which administration is going to secure your future. Manufacturers ought to be warning which administration is going to make sure that I can have my business around 10 years from now and it's thriving. Which administration is going to ensure that I can get a piece of this pie in tourism? These are the issues that people ought to be responsible for answering. And to tell you, you ought to say to a group of small businesses, you ought to call them together and pull them all together and say, what are your plans for us? Yeah. You want us to support you. What are your plans for us? Where are we in the equation? And don't tell me a promise that you can't keep.
Yes.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? This is how countries develop. This is how countries grow, is when we make demands on things that impact our actual bottom line.
Definitely.
And I think you all have pitched that very well tonight. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, we have to continue investing and creating opportunities for Bahamians. Yeah. We have to sell the world to the Bahamas to the world as well. We tell everybody to come to the Bahamas. From manufacturing, we can take the world, the Bahamas to the world.
Definitely.
So I think that's important.
Yeah, good stuff. I'll give you a final thought.
I think what needs to take place is that we need to enforce that when we go into our grocery stores, we have a conversation with our wholesalers and our retailers.
Yes.
And we say to them, we need to have an aisle that is outlined, like I think Mr. Colley would have mentioned, where you can have an outlined area in the food store where you can say, this is Bahamian products. And so those Bahamian products don't have to fight with those foreign products, giving them a space to thrive.
I think they ought to just make sure it's up front and center. The only way we're going to promote these is when we start talking about these. When you're doing your commercials and you're talking about the specials, then tell me about the specials on these.
Definitely.
Don't just talk about all the other stuff that you imported that say export only.
And we'll never get to see those people, and we wouldn't even know who they are.
You're right.
But you know who these brand owners are, and the money goes home in the Bahamian bank.
There we go. Let's make a turn. Let's make a turn in the way we think as people of the Bahamas and demand more. Ask for your businesses. Ask the people coming to you, knocking your doors. What are you doing to ensure that Bahamian businesses in manufacturing are there tomorrow? Ask those questions and let them provide answers for you. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you for
And all the best to you in your businesses.
Thank you.
And I can try my heart though. Up next, we close on our sickle cell disease and a family who has basically lived with it their entire life. Stay tuned, the rundown returns right after this.
Fashion was something that I've always loved. I always, as a child, loved to see women just impeccably dressed. But my thing was drawing the looks and mixing colors, and fashion was in my blood. My name is Dr. Jillian Curry Williams, and I'm the designer for Remilda Rose Designs. What sets me apart, that I pay attention to detail. Like, I have an eye for detail. I pay attention to the construction of my garment. I want to make sure that when my garment is completed, that you can wear that on the wrong side or the right side because it's impeccably made. I put my personality into my passion. Well, the Fabric of Hope was inspired by my father. My father had cancer, and I would go with him to treatments and seeing everybody just look despondent and dreary. And one day this lady dropped her mom off and her mother fell when she got inside, and I was like, wow, like God, like I'm only a fashion designer. Like, what can I do to assist these people? I know God had me to create it to inspire persons with cancer or any illness that there's hope, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. The encouraging word I would give to women, it's been in my heart for a couple of days, to speak to the older women who may feel that I'm 40, what can I do? I'm 50, what can I do? And that's when the fire in us kicks in. We've had the work experience. We've passed all those tests. So take that idea that God has given you and put it to use. This is where it all begins.
To learn more about the Women Entrepreneurs Initiative, visit our website or contact us at 461-7232. And remember, empowered women empower women.
Finally tonight, by definition, sickle cell disease is a genetic blood disorder that causes red blood cells to form in a characteristic C shape. I tell a lot of big words in this thing. These abnormally shaped red blood cells can block blood vessel and oxygen from actually reaching tissues and organs, leading to pain and other serious health problems. Sickle cell has been dominant in the lives of our next guest. Hailing from around Bahama, Kayla Smith and her daughter, look at the name, Decrizia. Did I get it right? Decrizia Bartlett have had to carve their lives around this disease and are now active champions on educating Bahamians on this disease. Ladies, it's always a pleasure to have you in the rundown. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this. How has sickle cell changed your life?
That's a good question.
Sickle cell has been a part of our lives from birth.
From birth?
Yes, you're born with this disease.
I don't know my life without sickle cell.
Really?
Yes.
How has that altered what, because you know, people say it alters your normal way of life, and I also people will, that's relative, because what is normal, right? Some people just, if it's been with you all your life, that's been your normal. But from other people who do not have the disease, how has it changed? How does it change one's life?
Right. Well, I'll start first. I was diagnosed with sickle cell disease at the age of 3. 3 years old. I wish I was diagnosed at birth, but we'll get into that a little later. I was diagnosed at the age of 3, and I was hospitalized about 100 times by the age of 13.
What?
So my life has been one big roller coaster, a lot of hills and valleys, more valleys and hills, but despite all the, I wouldn't say negativity, the challenges that I've experienced as a result of sickle cell, I think that it has made me the resilient woman you see here today. I think that the hardships that I've experienced has strengthened me and encouraged me to not only look for better in my life, but also encourage others to find the lives that they deserve, the lives that they want. Because while we may have sickle cell disease does not have us.
I love that. Are you able to do what it is that you set out to do in your life as goals?
Oh yes, every single goal that I put forth in my life, I've achieved every single one. I've gone off to university, I've traveled all around the world, deep down under, I've joined clubs, went to college, went to university. Everything that I wanted to do, I set forth and I achieved. Now, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. If I set forth a goal, we had to have serious conversations. Like when I went off to university, I knew I couldn't go to somewhere that one was not far. I had to be able to, you know, get home or my mom get to me in case of crisis. So I went to the University of Florida, which was right there in Miami.
Smart. You get to Miami fast and you can get
in a jump. So that was a big decision. And then, you know, having insurance, because in the Bahamas, a person with sickle cell disease cannot have insurance. So those are things that I've had to implement in my life. Like for me, going to work. I know that I'm extremely cold, like I am right now.
And I'm so sorry, I know the studio is freezing, so I can imagine it.
It's freezing, so I purchased a little heating space heater. I have a blanket at work. I have all of these things. I know that I'm someone who needs to have water throughout the day, so I'm not dehydrated. I make sure that I do that, take my medicine. I know that if I want to live a certain life, I have to include sickle cell in every decision. When I was young, I used to say, you know, sickle cell is a little buddy that I take with me. I have to make sure that my body is doing well. I have to make sure that my body is thriving, because I don't thrive if my body doesn't thrive.
Smart.
So it has been a lot of things that I've had to address and I've had to include so that I can thrive. Someone like me, my biggest challenge with sickle cell disease is stress. So if I'm in a stressful environment,
Lord have mercy.
I am not my best. You want to see me in the hospital? You want to see me at my worst? Oh, put me in some stress that will have me down, under, head, backwards, unable to thrive. And not regular stress, not day-to-day stress. Like, for example, when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer a few years ago, my twin, my bestie, God, why you do this to me? So it was a very stressful situation. And right after that, I think I was hospitalized for about 6 weeks. I had maybe 6 blood transfusions. I was in intensive care, and it was a hard time. It was an extremely hard time. I think I had more hardships in that one hospitalization than I did in my entire life.
Wow.
So
Wow.
stress is not my friend, but like my mom, cold is her trigger. Yeah. She does not thrive in cold areas. So I'm okay in the cold, but she does not thrive in cold environments. So one thing that's very important to know too is every person with sickle cell disease, no two people are the same. No two people
so
are
what may be your trigger may not be somebody else's trigger.
Exactly.
Yes, and a lot of people don't understand that. I had many challenges where I would tell someone, oh, I have sickle cell, but this affects me. They're like, oh no, maybe you need to be in another environment. Maybe you need to switch offices, or maybe you need to go in an environment where it's not cold. And I'm like, how are you telling me what my body thrives off of? Yes, that's the standard, but this body, I know this body, you know? So that's another problem we experience. People don't believe that. Believe us, whether that's in hospitals, whether that's in employment environments, whether that's in society. For whatever reason, people don't believe us. When we say we're in pain, when we say we're struggling, they don't believe us.
Well, I've known someone who's had sickle cell. I knew when they had it, it used to be so painful whenever the attacks came on. It was so painful. I was trying to figure out, well, what's going on in the body at that time? What's causing this pain and what's happening?
So as you so eloquently described earlier, sickle cell disease essentially is a hereditary blood disorder where there's an abnormality in a protein known as hemoglobin. So this protein is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. Now, your red blood cells, or the average and normal healthy person red blood cells, are bouncy and round, and they have the ability to carry oxygen around the body correctly. Now, in sickle cell disease, we don't have that ability to carry oxygen normally around. So our red blood cells are crescent and rigid, and they stick together. So when they pass through blood vessels, they stick together, and whenever that happens, something called a vaso-occlusive crisis occurs, and that's basically a sickle cell crisis. So sickle cell crisis can occur anywhere in the body, anywhere that blood flows, and you tell me where that may be. Everywhere. That could occur in your fingers, in your knees, in your back, in your eyes, everywhere everywhere. So, and it can be described in many different ways. You know, some describe it as sticking or sharp or even dull pain. I've had dull pain, stabbing pain. Some people say, now I have never had a child, but some people say that sickle cell pain is worse than childbirth. Now I leave that to the people who've had children. Is it worse?
It's really bad. It feels like somebody is just constantly tearing at the bone. With the sharpest object and the pain, because you can't even sit down if you're having the pain in your legs. Sitting on your legs is excruciating, so you have to lay down. It's a really hard disease to live with, and if you're not educated or don't know your body, then you won't be successful. And so for me, she speaks so eloquently about it.
I'm sitting here thinking, wow. You know this like a doctor. And you're describing this like a doctor.
Because I had to teach myself and then teach her. Right? And then there's a few variations of sickle cell disease. I didn't find out my sickle cell type until I was 26. So all of my childhood, I used to have these pains. I would go in West End Jackdaw Hotel into Olympic-sized pool and swim. And as soon as I came out, my mother would have to rush me to the clinic. And there was a Philippine doctor who I guess somewhat knew something about sickle cell, and he started me on penicillin. That probably saved my life. And I would go to doctors, and they will always try to figure out, not until I was 26, Dr. Corinne Sinqui found out that I had a very rare form of sickle cell. It's called sickle beta thalassemia plus. And so, yes. And so it's 2 blood disorders together. It's thalassemia, which derives a lot from the heritage of Indian. And so my great-grandfather was Indian. So my mother has thalassemia. My father, sickle cell trait. And those 2 things came together and gave me that rare form.
Double whammy.
Yeah. And so for us, our mission now is to educate, like aggressively educate, work, school, governments because we are also pushing and advocating for newborn screening and a registry. All today, your guests were talking about Jamaica.
Correct.
Jamaica has 2-point-something million people. We have 400,000. Jamaica has had newborn screening and a registry from 1973.
Wow. 73?
Yes. They also have a part of the UE school has sickle cell clinic, and so doctors are trained there for sickle cell as well. We don't have that, and we need to test every child born in the Bahamas. And so through my work, I'm advocating, I'm working with the government.
That's awesome.
The Prime Minister has been receptive. Minister Mitchell, my boss, and Dr. Darville, they all have agreed, and so we're now talking. And I've been in my position as Vice Counsel, have collaborated with Grady Hospital in Atlanta, who has an emergency room for sickle cell. The Georgia Sickle Cell Foundation. There's so much work that can be done, and they're willing to help and assist us. And so having both the Bahamas and the U.S. and different organizations help and partner us to educate the Bahamian people and get us where we need to be so everybody knows their status is our #1 goal.
Both of you are heroes. I mean, just salute you on that, because it's one thing to be able to educate yourself and be able to succeed through it, but it's another thing to now take it on as an advocacy and help other people.
Yes.
And educate your country and get your country to where it should be to be able to provide the kind of care that's needed. And hats off to you. You're heroic. These are the real unsung heroes. Congratulations. Thank you for coming on the show and sharing your stories. We wish you every success. Y'all so smart. Y'all just pretty and smart.
Thank you.
On the show. But thank you and all the best to you.
Thank you.
That does it for the rundown. Be sure to stay locked to the ZNS network for the Bahamas tonight at 11. It's the final newscast in the country, the only one that's live, with the latest news and information with our anchor, Corville Piper. From all of us here at ZNS, I'm Clint Watson. Tomorrow's political roundtable, you know, we get a little crazy around this table tomorrow with all the various parties. And then on Wednesday, I'm coming to you live from Long Island for a special town hall meeting. So it's going to be an exciting week ahead of us. Have a good one, everybody. Good night.
Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.